Impossible Whoppers for everyone. So when I was thinking like fast food franchise,
It's a great idea.
I was like Burger King. They sell Impossible Whoppers now. We can all eat that. And in my head initially, I envisioned us all coming up live like we are right now with just Impossible Whoppers up in our maw.
Why didn't we do
just chewing on it?
Then you should have sent the stream to
Burger King. Yeah.
Sponsored.
I guess ultimately I decided not to because it would lead to a very messy board. It would just be like lettuce and mayonnaise all over the place.
That's like the perfect thing for this game.
Oh, no mayo, no mayo guy.
That's the perfect thing for this game, though.
You going to, is that just you don't like mayo, or you're going to vegan more?
No,
okay.
I'm not a big mayo fan in general.
Okay.
But
it's grown on me, actually.
I don't mind
Mayo's, I like mayo. Actually,
considering I like vegan mayo, so like it tastes the same.
So, okay, so you don't even use like a vegan excuse to stop eating mayo?
No. Like,
you like
I'm not even vegan, and I like the vegan mayo better than regular mayo. So it's
interesting.
It's
like I like seitan a lot.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not a vegetarian, I like.
But
seitan.
that should be okay. It's a
It's
legitimate form of protein.
It's just a food.
Yeah.
It's just a food that tastes good.
It's delicious.
You know what else is a food that tastes good? Well, it's a board game, I guess, and it tastes like cardboard. It's Food Chain Magnate, which is what we're playing tonight.
Like you know what it tastes like.
This is the second coffee after me.
He's had a little bit.
So welcome for those tuning in live or those watching after the fact. This will be an archive. I'm Scott, phasingplayer.com, not semicolon.com or comma-com. That's good. I should have gone with Comic-Con to begin with. Anyway, hey guys, how you doing? You'll notice we don't have any Impossible Whoppers today. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
You know what else is crazy? That I'm being joined by my good friends James and Mike.
Hello.
Mike's just gonna wave.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, thank you. There you go. So yeah, we're getting together to play some Food Chain Magnate. What is it? Food Chain Magnate. The Catch-Up Mechanism, and other ideas. Incidentally, we're using the other ideas and not the namesake of this.
Still, we get another good-looking waitress on the front, which
good-looking waitress.
Happy with.
Yeah, with a little happy cup of coffee doing a dance. So,
I like him too.
As you guys may have noticed at this point, I am Scott. There's maybe a lower thirds underneath me here. I was looking for some good like 1950s sort of clip art for the lower thirds today. I came across so many of the clip arts used in this game.
Really?
I wasn't sure.
Like clearly they just Googled it.
Yeah, they just Googled these and copied and pasted them.
That's funny.
I remember seeing the kitchen trainee, the luxuries manager, and most of the vice presidents. They were all over. Like,
amazing.
Yeah, it's it answered a good question for me because I wasn't sure if Food Chain Magnate was original art. I wasn't sure if the clip art was like they had an artist do it or if it was just purchased from a stock library. It was bought from a stock library. I can safely say.
You can say that now.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so we are going to play through the a 3-player game of Food Chain Magnate with 2. So I guess let's actually back up a little more. If you're unfamiliar, this expansion for Food Chain Magnate is modular, meaning it's got a whole bunch of new things in it, and you pick and choose which ones you want to use. It's not an all-in expansion. I guess it could be if you wanted it to be. But you pick and choose different things.
Well, even the all-in one they suggest is like all-in except for
it's like all except for what God, because we were looking at it. It was like the hard choices with the different like reserves.
Like they don't even suggest you play with all of them.
Yeah. Even Splatter suggests you don't do that. But we're actually following Splatter, their guide a little bit, because they suggest for your first game to just use the milestones. There's a new set of milestones. And the coffee module where you can go sell coffee around the neighborhood, and so those are the 2 we're using. And I would hope that maybe in the future we can stream more of this expansion with different modules, see how it changes the game. But that is not tonight. Tonight we're just doing coffee and the new milestones. I'll go ahead and I guess give an overview of what those are. I'm not going to explain how to play Food Chain Magnate. I'm going to assume people watching either know how, or there's a bevy of other options online for how to play this game. So, Ben, why don't we get to an overhead view of the board real quick here?
Gotcha.
So, we have our game set up already. We've picked our starting restaurants and our starting spots, including the brand new Siap Faji Asian food restaurant, which is the New expansion adds support for a 6th player, and as such, you would need a new restaurant type, and they add this Siap Faji one.
Little nod to Indonesia.
Yeah, a little nod to Indonesia. All right, just taking a sip of my beer. Nice, cool beer.
Wow.
All right, so we're going to be using, like I said, the new milestones, and the new milestones are, I mean, conceptually the same as the old ones. We're using these nice fancy player sheets right here that I found on Board Game Geek. Laminated them up, so we're going to be dry erase marking them off. But these are all the new milestones that we're using. I'm not going to go over what every single one does. When we get it, we'll mention it once we achieve these milestones. But they are, again, conceptually very similar to the old ones. It's very much first to play this type of employee, first to sell this type of thing. You'll get some kind of boon, some kind of benefit. And there are a couple that are crazy powerful, it seems. We haven't played this yet, so this is kind of, we'll see how powerful they actually are. But those are the new milestones, or again, there are new milestones. The other thing we're doing is coffee. Now, coffee is a little more complicated. And flipping through this manual, I would say mechanically it's probably the most complex thing added to this. Because a lot of them are like new employees or a new type of food. But coffee adds, as Mike is placing here, it adds several types of, I guess one sort of new hierarchy of employee, the barista. And they will make coffee, if you want to go ahead and put the coffee good out there. So they'll make coffee. And these coffee cups are going to be sold unlike other items. They are stocked, just like every other item, but you don't market them to houses. Instead, we are going to open up little coffee shops, which are these tiny little brown squares. And these, in addition to our actual restaurants, can sell coffee we have. And they sell it to people that are driving by. So if, let's say, there was a hamburger that was in demand over here at this number 4 house, and to get to it, someone had to drive by a road that passed a coffee shop, they would, en route, buy coffee from that place. And it's worth the same amount of money as any other good in the game. So the base price of 10 is also the base price of coffee. There are some rules to how the route will get drawn. It will always take the shortest route to the in-demand good being sold. And if there are multiple shortest routes, it will take the one that has the most amount of coffee being sold. And there are some kind of other fiddly rules about, like, if there are equal short routes with equal amounts of coffee, they won't buy any coffee unless there's like an undisputed tile they'll always pass through. We'll explain that when we get to it if it comes up. I could see it being a thing like you spite place coffee shops so that no one gets any, but who knows if that'll happen. So yeah, coffee is going to be funky because you don't have to market it. It also, as you pointed out earlier, Jimmy, it takes advantage of other sort of sales manipulations. So if you're lowering your selling price by a certain amount, it will lower the price of coffee. If you're boosting your selling amount with a luxuries manager, it will boost the price of coffee. And if the house buying the good has a garden, it will also buy coffee for more. So coffee, I'm going to guess, will be a very high source of income until the board gets too saturated with it. Because it's only one coffee shop per tile. And we each have 3 coffee shops. But yeah, that's broadly speaking, that is basically how coffee works. And yeah, does that make sense to you guys? It's pretty clear. I know we talked about it before going live.
Question: if you place a coffee shop, you can't. You have 3 that you can place.
Yep.
You can't move them, right?
You can move them if you, because the way you place a new one is the milestone for first coffee sold, or training a barista trainee into a barista, or a barista into a lead barista.
That gets you a new coffee.
That gets you a new one. If you don't have any to place, you will still. You can move them. That's when you can move them. I'm not sure if it still follows the restriction of 1 per
I suspect
tile,
it does.
but
I will double check that, but I'm pretty sure it is always 1 coffee shop per tile.
And if somebody passes your main restaurant and you have coffee, they will buy coffee from that restaurant as well.
As long as they're not going there, yes.
Yes. If they have a garden, they will get it if they're going there. Yeah? Is that what the garden does?
Garden increases the amount they buy for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it doubles. So let's see. Actually, no. I'm not. Maybe I made that up.
What about the garden? Or...
No. So a coffee shop can go onto any empty square connected to a road on a tile that does not yet contain any coffee shops. If you place it by training a barista, it may be placed or must be placed within a certain range. Otherwise, you can put it anywhere on the board. So yeah, I guess maybe that first rule supersedes it. So it is 1 per, I think, regardless. But yeah, so we already placed our starting restaurants. We've already got turn order figured out. We have set aside our reserve cards. I think we're about ready to start.
I think so.
So yeah, and actually, you know what? Before we start, let me thank everyone for tuning in again. And if you enjoy the stuff Phasing Player puts out, this video or others, even if we don't have Impossible Whoppers in our face, maybe next time, maybe if you feel so inclined, you can go to phasingplayer.com/donate and throw a couple bucks our way for those Impossible Whoppers in the future. For every $5 we get, we will buy and eat an Impossible Whopper on the next playthrough. So yeah, if you guys want to see that and more, see us all get sick to our stomachs from eating hopefully hundreds of Impossible Whoppers because you're all such generous viewers.
Oh, excited.
Yeah,
phasingplayer.com/donate. And there are a handful of options there for one-time donations or recurring monthly ones.
Word on the chat says, yes, 1 coffee shop per tile, I believe. Under cleanup, under coffee.
Yes.
That makes sense?
Yes, it does.
Great.
And also, Ben, I'm realizing right now, I don't know if we got you a microphone.
I can just talk loud.
You have, you do. You have a lovely voice.
You've got a
Thank
voice for us.
you.
A voice for loudness.
And let's thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben, for running the stream. Ben is hanging out right now,
Appreciate
running this
it.
for us, so Mike and I can both sit here and play this game.
You better have fun.
Oh well, Fruit J Magnate's not about fun, Ben.
Point is not about fun.
we have
had this discussion.
We have a
already.
soft rivalry.
Oh.
I think.
Our board
I feel like
game is
we've
fun.
all played this a lot, and so we can get kind of competitive.
Well, then there will be blood.
Yeah.
Or
let's
ketchup, whatever.
let's get it going. What are you doing, Jimmy?
I'm going to do a really
so-
stupid first move.
So actually, first we need to determine turn order.
I thought we already did.
Which,
it's
well,
opposite of.
It was for setup, but now that we're actually starting, first thing you do is determine turn order. And Jimmy,
I get to pick.
you
That's right.
get to pick where you want to go in the
that's
turn.
All right, I'm going third because I don't want to. I want to counter your decisions.
Of course, that's
gross.
kind of the classic
Yeah.
move.
Smart.
I will go second then, and Mike, I think it's going to sit you at first.
So, Mike, what are you doing?
I don't
Mike,
want
what
to
do
go
you do?
first. Getting a recruiting girl.
Of course. So yes, the recruiting girl milestone now. In the previous game, it was when you hire a bunch of dudes at once, you get a couple of management trainings. Not anymore. Now you get a free executive vice president, and you don't have to pay their salary, which seems wild.
It is,
and that is just the
ridiculous.
first recruiting girl used. That's not even when you hire 3 in one turn.
That's right.
So we're all maybe all of us are gonna
Yeah.
get that right away. Let's see.
I know you're a big proponent of the recruiting girl.
I'm a big fan
strategy.
of recruiting girl. Yeah. All right. So now I guess that's all Mike's doing on his turn. So
Well, that's all I can do, right?
That's because you
Yeah.
only have your CEO. That's right. So, well, I was gonna get a recruiting girl, and I feel like that might be a smart thing, but
If you want to make this stream interesting.
I think I'm gonna break from the recruiting girl opening because these milestones are gonna mix that up. I'm also gonna say I'm sure we're all gonna play terribly because these milestones are wacky.
Yeah, I've taken a look at them, and I think I have like a good opening move,
Kind of
but we'll
some
see
ideas.
how
I've
that
been
goes.
secretly playing every day
Oh my goodness.
since this came out.
Under a waterfall with some.
with like
guru, yeah.
with 3 Mongolian old men
Yeah,
who really know how to play this.
Okay.
the playtesters.
The playtesters.
You playtester.
Me and
All right.
couldn't
Hook
think
me
of
up.
one Mongolian name.
No.
Not even one.
Hook me up with that hot marketing trainee.
What?
Okay, so this guy.
So the marketing trainee is now the first one used. So, potentially this turn, or next turn, I guess.
You get a free kitchen.
You get money. You get money for just marketing your goods. You don't even have to sell anything. You just get cash for marketing goods. If you're the first person to use a marketer, which I've got a marketer now in my reserve. And yes, I will get a free kitchen trainee and an errand boy because it's going to be a marketing trainee specifically. So,
Well, Scott, that's what I was gonna do.
well, Jimmy, you know the classic food chain magnate rule: if you can't do what other people do.
You know what?
Should be a rule.
I will defy that rule.
Oh my gosh, you're
and
breaking all
let
the
you know
rules.
it's easy, and I'll also get a marketing training.
Okay, so great. Nothing gets marketed. There's no demand. There's no selling of anything right now. Next turn. Turn order time. Mike, You
Don't
get pick the litter.
we
Oh yes, you're right. We do have to play.
create-
We do have to play our guys first.
create our
I assume we're all gonna play our dudes. I'm getting ahead of myself though. You're right.
Yeah.
So okay, we've all played our dudes. Let's reveal who we played. Well, I played a marketing trainee.
played a recruiting girl.
Great. Well, now we need to figure out turn order. So I have one guy in my structure. So do
Do we
you
do
guys?
these now?
It's when it's used. I mean, we could do it right now, but it's technically it's when it's used.
Well, first
I guess.
recruiting girl used, so that's what I'm gonna pick. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So, turn
turn
order.
order.
I'm gonna go last.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay second.
All right.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna go first.
Whoa.
All right. Put me second.
Yeah. Want my pick of the marketing spots.
It's fine.
Okay. So my turn. I am going to use my CEO, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up. Let's see. How much money am I going to get from marketing this turn? I'm going to get a couple bucks. First recruiting girl is not going to be mine. I think I might want to pick up. Hook me up with a trainer. And then I'm going to mark it.
Whoa.
I'm going to drop this. Let's go for. I think that's number 14 here. So that's going to get me 2 spots to market to, or I can go towards this one, but that's going to give you demand to fulfill.
Oh, whoops! I was turning these. I forgot that the arrows matter.
Yeah.
Make sure your guys' arrows are right.
You're right. Yeah.
I think I
we
flipped your
were
arrows up.
talking about before where we were gonna put them, and then like
Is
idiots.
your arrow's probably not right.
Probably.
Just to put it where you want it.
Yeah.
I turned them all like an idiot because I was like, now they can read.
Right.
Oh, you moved them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was my fault.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
That's all
It,
right.
it very much matters.
Mike is just cheating. It's fine.
I'm just cheating.
You know, I think I might go here because I'll be able to sell to this.
What are you gonna market, Scott?
I am going to. Well, so I've used my marketing training now, so I am going to be the first marketeer used. Grab that. I also put a marketing trainee down. So you can go ahead and give me a kitchen trainee and an errand boy right now. And I am going to go ahead and market kitchen trainee and an errand boy. So historically, freezers have been useful if you end up making some missteps, because you can kind of hang on to stuff and respond to demand that wasn't around maybe when you actually made those goods. I think I am going to go ahead and market a nice, cool Coca-Cola. And I am going to do it for 2 turns. So we're going there. For number 14 is going to be marketing for 2 turns. 4 total Coca-Colas are going to go down. And I'm marketing Coke here for 2. Okay, that's my turn.
Your turn, Jimmy.
Great. I will also.
Oh, and I make money. I marketed goods. Or not yet.
Yeah,
Not yet.
This is going to look remarkably similar to Scott's, but I'm going to pick up this trainer.
So you're basically doing what Scott does. I see.
Yeah.
I joked before starting we should just do the exact same thing.
Right,
Jimmy's doing
Jimmy's doing it.
To be fair, you know what? Now I would have started this way. To be clear.
Yeah,
But,
I understand.
then I'm going to play my marketing trainee, and I'm going to market. Give me that number 13, please.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to market Lemonade to.
How many rounds?
Just one.
Just one. Okay. So that's that sucker. Now there's something too that's sitting on the board that I hadn't mentioned to you guys. There are these giant pieces over on the side.
They're worth 5, right?
They're worth 5 each. So if you end up in a spot where you're getting a ton of stuff, or you're marketing a lot to one house or something, those are worth
Give
5
me
each.
the marker, please. I'm also the first, or among the first, to do these things.
Some marketing
so I
stuff.
also benefit from them.
Cool.
So I will also take a kitchen trainee and an errand boy.
Okay. Great. Michael Fernandez.
All right. It's going to go waitress, but it doesn't. It looks like you got some cookies out, and I could sell some cookies.
Oh, cookie. I thought you said cookies.
Cookie.
We're not using the cookie module.
I don't think there's a cookie module.
Unfortunately not.
Actually, interestingly enough, I feel like a lot of the modules are like not things I associate with fast food, like sushi or kimchi.
Yeah, sushi and kimchi, which, so sushi, because we've flipped through these a little bit. Sushi only gets sold to houses with gardens, so only wealthy people go get sushi. And they'll take it over anything else. And I think kimchi is similar. Kimchi
is somewhat of a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Like, if a restaurant has kimchi, people will go there.
Yeah.
I do.
I am...
Ben loves kimchi.
I do.
Yeah, I personally don't really care
So
for
I
it.
played my recruiting girl, so I get an
did.
executive VP.
That does seem just like a crazy
that too.
strong... Like,
So
what an
he's
opener.
got 10 spots for placing things.
Yep.
I hired a errand boy, and I get one more hire because I had a recruiting girl. And my second hire is going to be another recruiting girl?
Going for mass recruitment, huh?
If you get a trainer this turn, we could all get the first trainer used milestone.
Which gets you a free trainer.
Which gets you a free trainer.
And
just
you
for
don't
what
have,
that's worth.
and you don't have to fire employees if you don't have money. But you still have to spend the money if you have it.
I'm just talking here, but...
You're just talking. I'd be curious to know, for the people watching, while Mike is thinking about what he's picking up, have you guys got this game yet? For people that went to pick up the expansion, I know it's started arriving to people.
Yeah, didn't you get it pretty
I got it
recently?
like a week or two ago. People could pick it up at Essen.
Sure.
And so some people got it earlier back in October, but it's been arriving in North American hands over the last few weeks. So has anyone watching now played it yet?
People did comment. They saw the figs yesterday. $105 for the expansion. Frowny face.
Yeah, so if you're in the U.S. anyway, I don't know if they ship internationally or to Canada, or if they do, what the prices would be.
Local game store in Canada wants $155.
Oof. So check out. I'm going to give a
pick up?
shout out to the place I got this game from. GameNerds.com. That's with the Z. GAMENERDZ.com.
That's how you know they're cool.
And just like my last name, it has a Z in it.
Yeah.
It means it's cool. I have this affinity. It was, I want to
Mine also has a
say,
Z in
it's Michael Fernandez. That's true. I want to say it was 85 shipped, because they ship at $75 for free. And I want it's like 85 or 89, less than 90 shipped for this game. Which, yes, it's still money. It's still a good chunk of cash for an expansion. As far as components go, it has like pretty much the same amount as the base game. It's got tons of wooden pieces, tons of cards, new board tiles, all kinds of stuff. Is it worth it? I don't know. It's my first time playing it, but yeah, it's GameNerds.com.
The base food chain is similarly priced, and
We're on $100, give or take.
we've certainly got our money.
Someone just picked it up
Your
on
money worth.
Wednesday.
Cool.
They haven't played it yet, but they enjoyed reading the rule book. Love the splotter sense of humor.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got some funny stuff in
Yeah.
it.
All done?
Yes, I picked up an errand boy and a trainer.
Oh, an errand boy and a trainer. It's funny because we also have errand
Yeah,
boys and trainers.
but they were free.
They were
so.
free. Well, the
I
errand
also
boy.
have an executive VP, so he was free too.
All right, man. You're living in corporate America here.
That's what we're playing.
So, okay. Dinner time.
So yes, so we've all hired. It is now working. So we did working. We've done dinner time now. There's no demand yet,
Right.
but we're now going to market to them.
Well, let's do it.
So you're going to market your one. I'm going to market here, and
You and I are going to make some money.
we make some money. I make a nice, cool $10.
And I'll take a 5.
You get a $5. You went to Fiverr.com.
Yep.
Made some money. Ben groans in the background. Cool. So we've made money now, which I'll tell you, this is weird to me right now, making money marketing. I haven't sold anything out of cash.
Why do I have money? It's not like I'm going waitresses here.
So now I have two. We have this on this player aid as well. There's these handy salary trackers. I've got one salary. Or no, I don't have any salaries
You
yet.
don't have any
I don't know why I
salaries.
thought I had salaries.
I don't either.
Yeah, I know
What are you
don't
talking
like.
about?
But anyway, sorry. Pretend I didn't say anything about a salary tracker. Cool.
We
So
can't. This is recorded.
it's now time to clean up. Yeah, Ben, could you edit out the part where I said something about a salary tracker?
It's gone already. Don't worry
Cool,
about it, baby.
awesome. Whew, that was a close
Alright,
one.
so now we make our new. Oh, turns
Yeah,
out I'm
now-
playing everyone.
Everyone, doors come home and play
Dwarves
dudes.
come home.
My whole hand's going out. Gwent style.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Switch ass.
Switcher.
Yeah, I'll tick that up down there. Okay. Perfect. So it is time to reveal what we have.
All right.
I have a trainer, an errand boy, and a kitchen trainee.
I have a trainer and an errand boy.
Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious.
I have an EVP, even though I don't need to. I still used it to put out these guys.
Well, you'll go first, or you'll have the
Yeah,
your
so,
pick of the litter.
so
Certainly.
it actually that does give you a benefit, Mike, because now we need to see who has the most open slots. Jimmy has 1, I have none.
And
Mike,
you have
1, 2, and
you have
9.
9. Yeah, nice cool 9. So Mike, you get to choose where you want to go in the turn order.
I'll go first.
First, oh my goodness, okay.
Wow.
James, you get next pick.
I'll go second. Though I
Yes.
suspect it won't matter.
That brings me up in the back. All right, Michael Fernandez, Mr. Executive Vice President himself.
So I get 1 drink of any type, but I played an errand boy, so I'm going to get 2, double the amount of drinks that he does. Or that's card operator, sorry.
That's cart op. Yeah.
Not yet.
Um,
Soon, though.
When does my marketing trainee come home?
You do it right away.
Right away.
Once the marketing's
Okay.
done.
But I played the first trainer.
You could have played him if you
He's
wanted.
actually going to market.
Okay.
I played the first trainer.
I'll put the same one, I'm sure.
And actually, I'm not going to play this guy. I'm sorry, I'm just backing up a little bit. I meant to just train this guy.
Okay. I'll take your. I'll give you that mulligan.
Give me that mulligan. Wait, hold on. No, with trainer, I have to train somebody out of my hand.
Correct.
That's already in my hand.
Someone in your hand.
Not somebody that I hire now.
You can. Yes, you hire.
So I can do
you
that.
hire before you train. You even though we always
So-
in many cases play it kind of loose. You do follow
Yeah.
this order in working 9 to 5. You hire first.
Right. So I am going to. I'm going to play these guys. I'm going to get a
It has been a
Coca-Cola.
bit. To be clear, it's been a little bit since we played food
I'm
chain.
going to get a Coca-Cola with my errand boy.
Been on that cave evil trip.
Cave Evil. And I'm going to get another recruiting girl. And I'm going to get
Mike hiring people like he's playing with the basic milestones.
a pricing manager. And I'm going to train this pricing manager, right? Hold on, I need the flow chart in front of me.
Yeah, I know we have
Yeah.
the little display.
Pricing
that we
manager
use a
doesn't
little
go
off to the
anywhere.
side.
Management trainee upgrades to a
Not
luxuries
what I
manager,
want.
if that's
Yeah.
what you're going for.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
So you're hiring.
I'm
a
sure you could
manager.
just take the luxuries manager. That would be fine.
That's just.
If that's what you're going for.
It doesn't
anyway.
go like
Yeah.
So you're picking up a luxuries manager.
luxuries manager.
So you have to pay salary, otherwise, well, I guess you don't if you're poor.
I don't if I'm poor, which I am.
Yep.
But
Cool.
I have one salary to pay technically.
Or you won't, I guess, because
Yeah.
you've trained. So okay. Fantastic. So you have your stuff.
Ready?
James.
I'm done.
So it's your working turn.
Okay. I'm going to hire a management trainee.
I'll get him for you. I'll get him for
Yeah,
you.
thank you. And you know what? No, I'm going to hire a barista trainee.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Getting in that new game.
Doing it.
Coffee time.
Might as
baby.
well go all in. I'm going to use my errand boy to acquire a lemonade. We saw that coming. I'm going to train my kitchen trainee into a pizza cook, and I will be marketing pizza.
So pizza has that wild milestone when you sell it. That basically, like you said, Mike, it creates like a viral marketing campaign for pizza that just broadcasts all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, potentially, it's the houses you sell the pizza to.
like-
So
Yeah, but then it gets a radio, which does put it all over. I mean, that's going to put it everywhere.
I'm going to market
true.
pizza
True.
right there
Hooking me up.
for
You're forcing my hand here.
a little bit.
Forcing me. You follow my lead. Now I'm gonna have to follow your lead.
Yeah.
I gotta pick up a pizza guy. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hire a management trainee. So if you want to send that fellow over to me.
Hey, y'all.
Can't believe you took
Thank
the
you.
only luxuries manager on turn 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's
Some
there.
way
I
to
know
do
it's
it.
there.
I'm gonna
I
sell
know
a
it's there.
Coke for way more than it's worth.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then give
I'm
me
gonna ride that $20 the whole game.
I'm getting rid of my kitchen.
Actually,
I played my kitchen training like an idiot.
My
so
luxuries
that's
manager is
fine.
going to eat it all up with her salary.
Let's go ahead and upgrade this to a. Let's go up to a junior vice president, actually, from the management trainee.
That's pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as a EVP, but
Yeah.
it's pretty good. I'll give you that.
In some ways, it's better.
In no ways.
There is,
In ways that
Because-
I can't really communicate properly.
should there still be an EVP in there for?
No, I believe you take it straight from that.
Interesting.
So I'm going to pick up a Coke and a pizza with
Think-
my errand boy and kitchen training.
Coke and pizza.
I need that as well.
Coke
We all got a trainer this turn, or trained a.
Because no, it said because I was wondering that too, Jimmy. If the recruiting girl milestone
trainer.
takes it out of there, and the
Oh yeah, we all get a free trainer.
we do, yep. We get a free trainer and no longer need to fire employees. So when it comes to that milestone, it did mention if you need to take more out of the box to complete that milestone, you do.
But
So, yeah,
presumably the
so
first one.
The first
just
one
comes-
takes it from there, just like the. Actually, I guess there was nothing that took one times things before.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Interesting. So you and I are locked out of the.
the EVP. That's how I read it because the milestone in the rulebook says that if it says in the rare occasion where there is not one available for that milestone, take it from the box,
Sure.
which suggests to me that it comes out of there by default. So yeah, Mike has the corner on that EVP, which would make sense. He would anyway if he was the first to hire.
Right.
So it's a one-times employee. Anyway, that was a bit of a side note. Let's move on to dinner time because there is stuff to sell now.
There's
Yes.
stuff to sell.
This is going to be pretty cut and dry, I think. Now, I'm not going to path this out at the moment
Mhm.
because you have the only lemonade and I have the only Coke. Oh no, Mike has Coke actually. You're right. I forgot you had an errand boy. So
You put a Coke next to my thing.
that's
I'm going
true.
to get it.
So you're one away from that. So you're going to sell this one. I'm going to sell this one. Jimmy's going to sell to this one.
So
That's
this
going to be it.
goes away.
Yep.
This goes away.
Yep. I sell this.
I get 10.
We're just going to $10. I know we're doing this a little out of order right now, but again, it's pretty straightforward who gets what.
Yeah. Basically, we all have it.
So we all get $10 for that sale. And then marketing goes off. Goes there. I get another $10.
This goes here.
I'm going to make a change on this. That goes there, so you get another $5. And
Oh, yeah, I get first Coke
my
sold.
marketer comes home.
Hell yeah, first Coke sold, baby. Start putting stuff in the freezer.
Marketing finishes.
So first Coke. So this is I don't know if we've gone over the milestones as we got them, but first Coke sold. This is how you get the freezer.
Correct.
And the freezer used to be, what was the freezer in the last
First
one?
to throw out goods.
First to throw things away got a freezer. This one is first Coke sold gets a freezer.
Yep.
So now we can put up to 10 goods in here. We don't have to lose them if we don't sell them, which is nice to have a little stockpile of stuff.
Yes.
A little envious, but we'll make do.
Okay. Great. So now we move into marketing, which we did already. Cleanup, we're done. And back to the top of the order. Go ahead and place your dudes. I got my marketing trainee back. And pay salaries too, if you have to. Which
That's right.
I do have a junior VP now. I'm gonna track him for the first time. I'm gonna reveal that I have a salary track, and I'm gonna track how many salaries I have to pay. It's one.
I have to pay one too. When do we pay?
You would pay at the end of the round, so you would have paid right now.
You pay for even people you just hired and didn't play?
Yep.
So you got to pay them right away.
Whether they're in your hand or they are in play, you pay for them. You need a $5 back.
I have to pay for my luxuries manager. I'm just going to make that money back right away though, so it's all good.
Okay. Couldn't go there. That's okay. Tricky. I almost feel like I'm playing this game again for the first time.
I feel like that I made a catastrophic error already, so
I'm feeling good, baby.
you know what? I'm
feeling
delighted
good.
to hear that.
I'm feeling good.
All right, I think I just regrouped from where I dropped the ball, and where I dropped the ball was marketing there, realizing, oh right, you can sell a pizza and Coke as easily as I
can just make pizza.
But instead of selling it here, where I definitely sell it,
Yeah, it
I
was
sold
an
it
odd,
somewhere.
Odd choice.
It's because of the
what was
milestone,
thought?
which sets the radios. So I wanted it centrally located, but
It's just gonna help
Just
me.
gonna do that. Okay, great. Let's reveal. I guess Mike already did reveal.
I did it.
Mike, what is this?
This is my corporate structure.
Okay. Well, I have no open slots. I guess I could have played my JVP. That was actually my bad.
I have
Jimmy also has none.
6 slots.
So, Mike, where do you want to go in the turn order?
I'll go first.
James?
I'll stay second.
We're staying here then. Okay.
All right. I am going to. When you place a garden, you place it immediately.
Yeah, when you place a garden with the dude that plays it, yes, it goes down right away.
It goes down when you right. It would be in this
Yes.
phase if I played.
It'd be right now.
Yeah.
But you don't have anyone that can place it.
No, I understand that. I'm just trying to figure out my next couple of moves here. Well, I know first thing I'm going to do is get this kitchen trainee, but train him up to a pizza cook.
Okay.
Pizza's about to be in the world.
It is.
And then I'm going to get a...
Jimmy, you might have been the first to market pizza, but I'm the home of the original pizza.
management
so-
trainee, and I'm going to train him up
Don't
to
forget that.
new business developer. And then I'm going to... So that's my
The
two
double trainer,
trainers.
double recruiting girl is kind of gross.
And then my final...
I really hate it.
In
Yeah.
my final move, I'm going
Basically
to
hiring
get...
tier 2 guys.
Yeah.
Oh, what do I get? Another errand boy?
Triple hires and double training.
Another errand boy, maybe?
So
Yeah.
I'll say
I'll get
historically,
another errand boy.
pre-expansion, I liked the executive VP,
Mm-hmm.
and then just loading up on kitchen trainees and errand boys,
No,
Right.
because then you can sort of respond to any
I'll
demand.
get a waitress.
You do like waitresses.
There you go, waitress. Okay, James.
All right, I will hire a management trainee. I will train my barista trainee.
Your barista's in your stack.
Yeah, and I sold the first lemonade.
Oh, true. You're right. That's right.
So-
So lemonade, any employee can be trained on the job as long as you preserve color.
Terrible. And that lets me place a coffee shop.
Yep. And it is a specific distance away. It's two
Two
away from
away.
a restaurant.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, and throw it right here. Whatever.
Okay.
What's the training on the job one that you got?
The first lemonade sold.
Yep. First
Lemonade.
lemonade.
Also, I sold the
I
first
need to
lemonade.
mark that
Yeah.
off.
Then I'm also going to train. I'm going to do a little bit of a spite train because I think this is going to pop off in a second. I'm going to ditch my pizza cook and train up to a pizza chef.
Straight away to a pizza chef. Okay.
And then I will produce 2 coffee.
Great. Well, I am also going to hire a barista. Thank you, sir. And then I will train with my trainers, my kitchen trainee and my errand boy. Give me a cart operator and a pizza cook, Michael.
The cart op is what I
Thank
wanted to
you.
do, and I didn't do it.
Okay, then I'm going to mark it again. Let's go ahead and mark it over. I'll take that number 14 once again. That little tiny billboard, the 2x1. That's
Right next to you?
been yeah, I have. I'm
Yeah,
holding it.
okay.
Been pretty reliable for me, so I'm gonna put that here again. And I'll this time I think I'm gonna market some beer. Yeah, let's market beer.
Good job.
Thank you, my friend. Just for a single turn.
Drinky.
Okay. Great. That was my working phase.
All right.
Let's go into dinner time.
Okay.
I think we're going to be pretty limited as far as who buys what. In that, I don't think anyone is selling anything this turn.
I produced.
Really?
I
produced
only have a
Coke.
pizza
I produced a Coke.
on your turn. Yes. Okay. Okay. So,
Forgot
so
to
you
do
will.
it.
So you will sell. Sorry, I didn't see that you had produced a Coke.
Yes.
Okay. So then Mike's the
Well, I
only one
hadn't
that
done
sells,
it. I
right?
accidentally didn't grab it.
You forgot to grab it. Yeah.
So I sell this.
Because you don't have any food, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I sell this for $20.
I assumed that you were gonna sell the pizza and Coke.
No, I didn't this turn. I didn't because I wanted
That'll
to
be-
train up.
yeah.
I wanted to train up my guys.
That'll be a little tougher for you to sell that, potentially.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
All right, and then marketing happens. Marketing out to there. That gets me $10, and that is the turn.
All right.
My marketer comes home. Okay. Let me take a look here.
Yeah, I need to pay salary.
Oh, thank you for that reminder. I also need to pay salary.
Mike, salary.
This is a 5, right?
Red's 5, yep.
So Rich doesn't know what
You got
money
these two
looks
guys.
Oh.
So Rich doesn't know what money looks like. That is a fact.
Give me a 10 back. I have too many salaries now.
To the people watching, did you find that the milestones of the original base game of Food Chain Magnate got kind of stagnant? I know that was sort of a common complaint, I think, ultimately, was that you essentially had to start your game either hiring a recruiting girl or a trainer, almost always recruiting girl. And I know that this expansion was sort of trying to answer that a little bit with some different milestones and different modules to change stuff up. Did people here have like preferred builds in most games, or did they feel it was more wide open?
I personally don't agree that you always had to do recruiting girl, but I have certainly not tracked the stats on that, like how I won most often.
Sure.
There's nothing interesting better.
So, like, I liked the trainer opening. I liked rushing guru, or at least doing like double trainers and
Sure.
the flexibility of building those things. But yeah, I know that recruiting girl or trainer were basically the only
I don't think I played enough to know that was the only. I feel like I could have tried something, or wanted to try things and never got around to it.
Sure.
I feel like I got tricked, or not tricked, but just like oh man, I have to do that or I'm gonna not win this game, and then you're just ruining an entire game.
Sure.
You're like tanking a whole game just because you gave it a shot. You know.
Sure.
It seems.
Yeah, that was a kind of I guess a newbie complaint about Food Chain Magnate that really extended to a lot of other Splatter games too.
Right.
Was if you didn't know what you were doing and you were just trying stuff, you could be out of the game in the first 2 turns without realizing it.
Right.
I don't think that's really a good criticism. Maybe that's something I think we ultimately attach to in this game, the cutthroatness of it. But anyway.
All right.
Cool. We all have guys down?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't have any open slots.
I also do not.
I have 2.
Wow, you have an executive VP and you've only got 2
I
slots.
filled it out.
Look at that. Well, that gives you first turn order pick then, Mike.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay. James, you're
I'll
second.
stay second.
I'll stay third, I guess.
All right, I played my waitress, so I get $3. And my salaries go down to $3.
Because you're the first to use a waitress.
Yep.
I'm going to use my trainer to get a marketing manager up to a campaign manager. I'm going to use my trainer to get a kitchen trainee, I think, up to a burger chef. Yeah. Kitchen
Burger
trainee up to a burger cook. Sorry.
You can't train twice.
Sorry.
That is
I'm
the
going
first house
to
built.
Produce 3 pizzas.
So it is, I noticed a lot of the bonuses you would get in the original Food Chain Magnate do exist here, but they're just on different stuff.
Right.
So, Mike, you accidentally said you were going to train a kitchen trainee to a burger chef,
Right.
which you would need a guru or coach or the
Right.
milestone to train twice on the same guy.
Right.
That multiple times on the same guy was, what was it in the last one? It was first to have a certain amount of money, I think.
Yeah, that could be. Or
$20.
spend 20 in salaries.
I think that might have been it. Might have been
Yeah.
20 in salaries. In this, it is the first person to build a house gets the ability to train multiple steps.
And I'm going to place a garden.
Yeah, Mike's loading up with his luxuries manager. Luxury manager garden on that number 8, so
Right. All
Gotta
he
be
has to do is
something there.
sell one beer
He's going
for
to
like
get
30.
$30 for that beer.
yeah.
Nice.
Because he's got a garden and he feels like he should pay $30. It's like self-flagellation of the rich. I just need to pay more. You take all my money. I feel bad. All right. I think I am done.
All right. I'm going to go ahead
I can hand you
and
what you need.
yeah.
Hands it over me.
give me one management trainee. And then I will train my barista into a lead barista.
You got the hipster.
Yep, I got the hipster.
So,
Can we show
yeah, let's take
the
a look.
close-up
Throw 'em
cam?
here.
There you
So lead barista is a new one-times dude. Being a 3-player game, there's only one of it in this game of ours. And all the baristas just produce coffee. That's all they do. You'll note too that on the bottom of them, where here on the barista trainee, it says barista and then has a couple symbols. That is when you upgrade this to a barista, you get to place a coffee shop, which is what James had done up here. The only other way to get coffee shops is the first one to sell coffee. So they're kind of limited. You can sell coffee from your restaurants too. But yeah, all the baristas do, they produce different amounts of coffee.
I'm going to place a coffee shop here.
Okay.
And
Goddamn dirty coffee out of my neighborhood.
see up Faji, we
I'm
sell
gonna
coffee.
Throw a
That's
Molotov
our-
cocktail through that coffee window.
I was thinking of going
That's
into with
that's
coffee,
our slogan. See up Faji.
My
we sell
guys
coffee.
don't like coffee, all right?
All right,
I don't
and then
want
I'm going to upgrade this management trainee into a JVP.
So what you've done right now, Jimmy, is you have set it up where if I sell stuff to this house through this restaurant, it's going to pass by your coffee
I'm
shop.
going to make money from coffee.
If Mike sells from this restaurant to that house, he's going to pass by that coffee shop.
Mhm.
Because again, the way coffee shops work is you have to take the shortest route to a destination, and any path the restaurant passes by going to the house that goes past a coffee shop, they have to buy coffee if
Right.
it's available.
Right.
And so you get 5 coffee.
Yeah, I'll get 5 coffee.
The lead barista.
And I'm going to market
Is it barista or barista? I've heard
barista.
both. Yeah. Okay. So pretty consensus here. That's barista.
Barista.
Okay.
He's making a bunch of coffee, and then I will market. Let's do
pizza.
pizza.
Pies. Where are you putting them?
I'm going to put them over where
Did we forget to explode the pizza?
we haven't
It
actually
hasn't sold
sold
yet.
pizza
It
yet.
has not sold yet.
You're not marketing anything right now?
Not yet. I
Forgot
will
had the-
after
I
you
forgot
go.
I had the sell.
So I'll do this cool number 14.
Taking that hot 14.
Yeah.
Oh, hold, I'm I'm a dummy.
That's your problem.
I forgot that first marketer used reduces your distance to sell stuff.
It does.
I forgot about that.
Um,
So that actually that changes things. I am actually gonna take Mike's stuff this turn
Why? You're not.
because I'm effectively. Oh no, I can't. You're right. I can't get to that. Never mind.
Can't get to that.
3. You're right. I can't. I need a new restaurant.
all right, that's me.
Okay.
Okay, my turn. So let me hire up. Pizza's really going to be exploding here. So let's.
How many turns are you doing that for?
2 turns of pizza. It's going to go to both those houses.
You don't love this mess.
I like it.
You don't like how I stack things? Is that what's going on here?
It seems like it's always at least 2 or 3 stacked and then 2 on the sides.
So you are effectively -1 from this and 0 from this. Is that
that
correct,
sounds
Jimmy?
right.
Because your
We've
first
both been
marketer
the first to
milestone is
market.
-2, so you're 1 away and 2 away, -2 to both those. So that puts me at 0 from this versus your -1. Give me a discount, lady. Sorry, pricing manager, not discount manager. Pricing manager.
Well, discount manager is.
Yeah, that's 2 up from that.
This one.
Yeah, because you got to go to a junior VP and then upgrade that.
This is a dead end job.
Yeah. So then give me another junior VP. I'm sorry.
Are you
You know what?
training right
You know
up
what?
to it?
Give me a junior VP instead. That's what I meant to say.
So you
Because I'm
do-
hiring a marketing trainee and then training that right away to a junior vice president.
I can't even get it.
Okay.
There you go.
Then I'm also going to train I'm trying to take advantage of my don't have to pay when I'm broke because I'm going to be broke pretty soon.
Same.
I'm going to upgrade this barista trainee to a regular barista with my other trainer. Thank you, sir.
Place a coffee
And
shop.
then I place a coffee shop upon doing that. And I think the logical spot's going to be here.
They'll buy coffee from both of us because they're idiots.
Well, now I have to put
As
a
long as
coffee
we
shop
have
in the-
coffee. I don't have any.
Now I have to put a
but-
coffee shop in the middle, so
You're right.
it's all of us putting coffee.
Yeah.
So remember, it's 1 per tile for coffee shops.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
So these 3 are all saturated with coffee right now.
Lame.
Then I need to get some business here. So let me cart operate. I'm using a cart operator, so I double the amount of drinks hauled by carts. First
That's
use.
true.
So I'm going to
I did
go
want that.
this way. So I have a range of 2. I can go 1, 2. I'm going to pick up 4 Coke and 4 beer. Then I'll collect those in a second. Then I get 3 pizzas, so I'll take some of those. And that will be it, because I guess I have to mark it too. So I'm going to mark it. I will mark it. I've got a bunch of Coca-Cola. I should really produce some more Coca-Colas. So let's do this 13 here. No, I need to make some money this turn. So let's go up there. We're going to market beer up there.
You got Coke.
And we're doing it for 2 turns. I got beer. I'm getting beer and Coke. All right, and that is everything set up for me. That's one number 13. Okay. 2 turns of number 13, marketing. Cart operator, cart operated. Pizza cook, cooked. Trainers trained. Junior vice president appointed.
Okay.
Let's
Don't
move
forget
on.
to take your additional Cokes and beers.
Yeah, I'm good. I just want to make sure I've done everything else on my turn.
Great.
Yes, I have. Yep. Okay. Let's move into dinner time.
This up. We got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I gotta count my salaries up
I
too.
think I'm at 4.
Is anyone finally selling food?
I will be. I believe Mike. No,
cannot
yes,
sell-
I will be. I
I
think Mike.
cannot sell a pizza, though I wish I could.
You can sell beer.
I
So
will sell a beer.
I guess let's go about it in proper order here. So these are the only 2 that have anything. Number 4 goes first. A pizza, a Coke, and a beer. I have a pizza, a Coke, and a beer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sell each of those for a total of $30.
Cool. And I will sell 1 coffee on the way. So if you would hand me
Here's a tenner. Okay, now, so coffee got sold. Now, to be clear, if you want to get a close-up of the board here, Ben,
Yep.
the way that worked for coffee is I sold to this house. It had stuff on it. And this is my only restaurant right now. The shortest route is going to be from here, going out this door, going over here to this house. Along this route, it passes this coffee shop. Therefore, Jimmy, because it's his coffee shop, sold that coffee for the unit price, which is 10. And it doesn't change their demand. It doesn't affect what they will or will not buy from me. Ultimately, they just also get coffee. So you made a cool $10 off of my $30, or in addition, I guess, to my $30. And that's how coffee works. So if you take a look at the close-up again, an optional route would have been from here to this road, going along this way, over to here, and up to the house. That doesn't happen because this is a shorter route, and they'll always take the shorter route. Anyway,
Got it.
so that's how coffee works.
Cool.
In action. Then it is this joint right here, which Mike is going to sell to.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I cannot get to it.
But you do get $10 from it.
I don't have any
Oh,
coffee.
you don't have any. He does though.
But Jimmy does,
Sure
because
do.
they're going to come up this door to this road straight up to there. So they
The
pass
person's
both
buying an
these.
incredibly expensive beer.
So $30 for that beer.
Jesus.
Wild.
Better be the best damn beer ever.
Mm-hmm.
This bank is
It's
actually getting close to breaking too.
It is. And then I'll take another 10 because I sold another coffee.
There you go, my friend. Okay.
All right.
I have a suspicion coffee will make games shorter because it's going to sap more money out of the bank.
Right.
Just kind of by default. All right. So that was first coffee sold. So I do not get this. Jimmy, you get in the next cleanup phase, which is going to be in a second, your final coffee shop. Nothing else to be sold here, so let's go ahead and mark it. A beer goes there.
So you also sold a beer
I
and
get
a
$5.
pizza.
Yes, I did. That's true. So I need to... Actually, let's... I should have managed those right away. So first beer sold, I can pay salary with food and drink.
Mm-hmm.
First pizza sold puts a radio on the tile of the house that bought pizza.
Which is number 4.
House number 4. Put it right here. Doesn't really matter where it goes. I guess it kind of matters, but in this example, I don't think it will. And that's going to market pizza. This turn is a 2-turn radio.
Someone said you could reach it via the garden. Does that make sense to you guys?
Oh, yes, you're right. I completely forgot that I ignored that garden there. So hold on, let's back up, Mike.
I would not have placed the garden there had I known you could reach it from the garden.
It doesn't... I mean, it doesn't... If you put it here...
I wouldn't have
reach
put it.
there.
I would have put a new house. Just FYI.
Yeah, been too long since we played, I suppose.
Yeah.
Certainly has.
But that's life. I think you would still... No, because you have the luxuries manager, so you're selling for $1 million. So I would have sold that.
It sucks because I wouldn't have put it there.
It's true,
It's a stupid rule, and we should delete it from the game.
I mean...
It's fine, whatever. Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
take
well-
the $30.
Well, okay.
Well, he'd get 10.
I wouldn't
Whatever,
get 30.
Tim.
I'd get 10.
Take my 30 back.
Yes. So, yes, thank you for that heads
Here.
up.
Thanks, whoever that is. You
The,
suck.
Yeah, who is it?
They shall remain anonymous for now, just so no one.
That's a good tip.
Yeah, I would have placed the second house right here if that. Had
Well,
been
there
the
was a
case.
coffee shop
Yeah.
there. Or you meant over here?
Yeah, over there. Or-
Yeah, eminent domain. You have to pay me for my coffee shop.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed that is the case.
Yeah, that's rough.
I still would have sold to that before you.
The house. No, but this is the house that's got the beer on it. It doesn't matter. The new house doesn't matter. There's nothing.
Oh,
on
I
it.
see. Instead
He would
I
have
see
done
what-
that
I see what
instead
you're
of-
I'm
saying.
just
I see what
trying
you're
to
saying.
sell this beer.
I see what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, we'll
Take
move
your
forward.
take your
Good
blood
turn
money.
number.
Take
I took my blood money. I sold my beer. Yes. Okay, great. Let's move forward then.
Let's do this pizza radio.
Yeah,
And
I
marketing
got
and
side.
stuff.
You're right. I got sidetracked from that change. that
Did you
change.
take your money for marketing there?
I did. I did take my $5.
Alright, and I'll take $10 for these pizzas.
Okay. Then that markets a whole bunch of pizza. That pizza is then going to market for 2 turns to a bunch of places, so I'm not going to stack a bunch on there. Now, at the end of the turn, that got placed technically in working 9 to 5. Or sorry, in dinner time rather. So marketing is when it's going to market pizza everywhere.
So every
It
house.
goes to every house on these 9 are these, I guess, 8 adjacent tiles.
So my advertising pizza there was really stupid, actually, for what I was trying to do anyway.
Pizza,
well.
pizza.
Welcome to the world of terrible moves
You're right.
And
that make Scott money.
pizza. Okay, so that pizza marketing is going to last for 2 turns. 1 more turn, I guess, because it just did it once.
Cool. All right. It is cleanup, right?
That was first pizza sold. Yes, now we
And
are
you got the first
officially in
beer
cleanup.
sold.
And I marked that.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for that correction. I missed that he had placed that there. That connect me.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Pay
Not
your
Thank you.
salaries.
I do not appreciative of this at all.
So yes, collect my guys. See how many salaries I have.
And in
I do have a
this, I will place my
5
third
salaries.
coffee shop.
And you'll place your third coffee shop from being the first to sell coffee, right?
Yep.
Okay. And where'd you go with it? Right here?
Right there.
Cool.
Bunch of centrally located boys.
Okay. I'll pay from... I'm going to pay these 3 Cokes for salary and then a tenner.
Just so you know, Mike, this person who ruined your life got hit by basically the same scenario.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds right.
it's terrible.
So we had some sympathies for you.
Thanks.
All right. Let's see. So now it is
That
time to
negative,
play.
that negative too makes it
That's
like
wild.
impossible
That's
for me
wild.
to sell anything.
I think it's the only thing that makes first marketeer used actually a viable opening.
Yeah. The $5 for marketing goods is
But it's
It's
also
not bad.
wildly like I can't market to the 2 houses that are literally next to me.
You got a free
Like,
executive
it's
vice
insane.
president.
You need discounts.
Yeah, you got a free EVP though.
That's not making me money.
Maybe it should.
I mean, it should. It's not.
It's not losing you money
Yeah.
like it would for us if we'd hired him later.
That's true. Do I have to pay my salaries by the way?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you do.
Not your EVP, but
Yeah.
your
I
others.
have 4, I think.
Why would you not have to do that?
I just forget when. we're
I pay my
supposed to.
salaries in Coca-Cola, so
Yeah, that checks out.
thanks to the first beer sold.
What's a blue? 5?
Blues are 10.
10. So I have.
Playing with greens 20s is what we're using too.
Here you go. $12 for my salaries.
$12. Oh yeah, because you've got
3
wages.
uses. All right, let's
It's easy.
load that sucker up. Let's load this guy and this guy. I think we can live like that. Yeah. So at this point, Mike and I can only get 2 coffee shops in total.
No, you can still train a barista trainee into a barista.
Oh, you can do it again.
Yeah.
That's right. Because that's
You're not
a,
limited.
That's not a milestone.
Right.
Okay.
It'll just take you longer.
Right. You got all 3 in essentially 2 goes.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you were angling for, Mike, with your luxuries manager and your
Yeah, I mean, I was just
Your bad business.
taking a little bit of money there, but
because it's no one else can reach
and then
that
I
until the garden
screwed
is done.
myself with the garden.
I mean, for what it's worth, it would have similarly screwed you if you put it right.
Yeah,
Like
he
I
was
said,
saying he
yeah.
just
If
If I was going,
He just
hey, if I
wouldn't
place
put
this garden, Scott steals his money from me.
the
Literally,
if this would have been the place to put the garden and then
right.
mark
I
it.
would have put it there,
Number
or
7.
even here maybe, but I don't know if that's.
No,
This
that's
other people
connected to
can
the main
get
road.
to. This one though is kind of on your little island.
Yeah.
Well, it was. I guess it still is.
It
is
is.
still an island for you. So an interesting module is the lobbyist that lets you build new roads. Which, like, I don't know. A lot of these modules seem wild. A lot of them seem like they would upend the game.
A few of them seem like, what if Food Chain Magnate was the Great Zimbabwe? Because I feel like a
Sure.
big chunk of the Great Zimbabwe is like, oh, this thing lets you physically alter the map and
True.
some way.
True. Or even
So-
placing monuments almost is adding roads in Great
Right.
Zimbabwe.
So
in stands range.
that's what I thought of when I saw the
That's a good
lobbyists.
call. I hadn't thought about that. Are you still thinking your moves, Mike? I see you kind of
Yeah, I'm pretty much done, I
shuffling
think.
cards around. Yeah, no, take your time. Take your time.
I think I'm done.
Does the lobbyist add apartments? Or is that?
No, that's a new tile type. Maybe at the end of the stream we can talk about all the modules.
Yeah,
kind
there's
of
a
in
billion
brief.
of them,
There
but-
are 17, I believe. It's a lot.
All right, I'm done.
There is a lot of content in it. For people
Oh.
talking about price like
Right.
being questionable, there's a lot of gameplay in this expansion.
Yeah. It would take me quite some time to get through
Yeah,
all
You
that.
guys ready?
Yep.
I certainly am. Card operator, pizza cook, barista, and trainer under the JVP. Our bank is getting a little slim. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like it's maybe like roughly half empty at that point after paying salaries. But this turn we're gonna maybe sell some stuff. Okay, great. I have 1 open slot.
I have 2.
I have 1
Okay,
as well.
so we remain same choice for turn order. Mike,
I'll go first. That's fine.
James,
Second is fine.
Ted puts me in third. Go ahead, Michael Fernandez.
3 pizzas. Three
You guys take your turn. I'm gonna run to the restroom real fast.
burgers. I'm going to place a house. Oh god, these houses are so big. Right there.
Ooh, that is a good spot for one.
Yeah. I'm going to, yeah, that gives me the first house placed. And then I'm going to utilize that for my 2 trainers. My trainers are going to immediately get me a brand manager. Pizzas I did, $3, which I'm going to lose in salaries pretty quickly. A drink. I'm going to do a beer. Oh god. Oh, I would have had a beer from last time because I didn't sell it. Oh god, I can only have 10. I'm out of space. I can hire 2. I did 1 hire. I'm going to hire 2 more waitresses. And campaign manager is going to place a mailbox. Oh god, it's a big one. I think I can fit it though. He's going to place a mailbox right here, and he is going to sell. So first campaign manager used this turn may place 1 marketing tile with the same type, duration, and range. So I'm going to place, because I'm using campaign manager, I'm going to place 2 marketing tiles. They just have to be the same type, duration, and range. Is that how I'm reading that?
Yep.
So another mailbox.
So yeah, if
another
you put a mailbox
So can you give me the
down-
number 9 mailbox?
Yes, sir.
Put it in this little corner. So those 2 people are going to get marketed burgers and beer.
It would be the same thing.
Oh, it has to be the same thing.
Yeah,
That's right.
for that one, it's got to be the same.
But it could be 2 burgers.
Yeah, I mean, you would
And
be.
I would sell 2 burgers.
You would pick whatever duration you want, whatever type you want, and that is the same for both. It just duplicates it.
So I'm gonna,
So
but
if you
if
say-
they can get 2 pizzas on them, right?
Yeah,
If they
they'll
want 2 pizza.
if you say pizza and pizza, these would each get 2 pizzas.
So I'm gonna do pizza.
Actually, so would this one. This would also get pizza.
That's true. That one would also get it. I'm gonna do pizza.
Pizza, my friend. No, I bought Domino's tonight.
Zing!
Not little.
It's a little.
Not little Cesars.
Just a little Caesar's joke. Yeah, people think Little Caesar like the
gonna
like
be
general,
2 turns.
but no, it's actually Caesar, the somnambulist
Should get
from
6.
Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. That's what the pizza's actually named. People, it
Can you
kind of
put-
goes over.
Can you have me
people's
the
heads.
8 too?
The great German expressionist film.
Thank you, Ben. Sorry, Mike. I was making a joke. What were you
Pass
saying?
me the 8 as well. The little 8. So 2 turns. Everyone's getting pizza. All day long.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It's Pizza City, and I live there. All right.
All right. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of pizza on the board. Jimmy's going to benefit from this with that pizza chef.
That's right. You all good?
Is that your turn?
I believe that's everything.
You trained, you recruited, you
I did.
waitressed. Did you get your $3?
2 trains. Oh, I didn't do 2 trains. Oh, yeah, I did. I did 2 trains on one
Did
guy.
you get your waitress money?
Got my waitress money.
Okay.
Good. Placed a house.
All right.
James.
All's well.
I will
First.
recruit a management trainee. And I will train my junior vice president into a vice president. And my management trainee that I just picked up into a junior vice president. And
You know, you
then-
could have just given me a management trainee, and I would have given you a vice president, and you would have been in the same spot.
And then I will produce 8 pizzas.
Picking up the big boy.
Yeah, you want to hand me?
Yeah.
Couple-
There's a lot. There
Too
are
many.
a lot of pizzas
Yeah.
out in play right now.
I was just grabbing the big
This,
boy
this is why you need those
to
big
flex
ones.
a bit, but turns out I need it. I don't make a billion
I'm
coffees.
going to go ahead and say I think a good house rule would be to make those big ones 3 and not 5.
Yeah.
Why?
Because most houses cap at 3 goods on them.
That's true.
And
But
so,
you don't typically put 3 of the same good. I mean, that's pretty rare.
it depends, but
I'm
yeah.
about to do it, but...
Yeah, you're about to do it.
Well, no, actually, it's just going to be 2 on the 12. Because the
This
other,
is going to end up with.
That's not gonna be a 3.
Yeah, it is.
that other mailbox doesn't have it.
They both do. They both are going to go to it.
That mailbox is blocked by the house.
It goes through houses. It's only blocked by roads.
What?
Yep.
That's not true.
It's been too long since you played this, Mike.
Yeah.
It's not true.
You're rusty. All right. Then that is me.
Okay, great. I'm going to hire I feel like I might need a waitress. Yeah, hook it up with that waitress.
Realness.
I'm seeing I'm going to need some tiebreakers
The
pretty soon.
waitress realness.
Then I will pick up some pizzas. I've already got 3. I'm going to get 3 more, so I'm just going to exchange 2 of these for a $5. Remember that's 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then my current operator is going to... Let's see. You don't have any marketers to play. You don't have any marketers to play. I'm just going to pick up some beer.
Well, I played one.
Oh, you have one. But he's not marketing pizza is what I mean. Or, I'm sorry. He's not going to market drinks. So I'm just going to go pick up some beer. I'm going to pick up 4... 1,
Beers.
2.
The beers. Yeah, pick up the beers.
Pick up those.
Careful, you can't go to 12.
I know. I won't be able to save all those. I'll have to throw some out.
You have some empty spaces you can fill.
No, this is 5. All right. Then
He'll sell some of that stuff there.
I will sell a couple of them. Yeah.
Not to my enclave that I own.
Then I'm going to
both
train
Blood
this
Road, too.
JVP up to a VP, regular standard issue VP. And that is going to be my barista producing coffee, ending my turn. Okay, that's
Great.
my turn. Let's move on to Adina time.
Where's the...
There's number 4. That's
Yeah.
going to be the lowest. Number
There's
1
number
doesn't
1
have
now,
anything
but it
yet.
doesn't have anything yet.
So number 4 is the lowest. That's pizza. That's going to go to me. Because you don't have any discount, right?
I do not, and
Mike has
like it's still trying to sell it for $1 billion.
So
I wouldn't have been able to get it anyway.
Yeah.
yes,
you're
I'm
close.
I'm -1 away.
You're
Effectively.
closer than
Okay.
I am,
So
literally next to it.
I will sell this pizza
Somehow.
for a tenner,
And I get $10 as well.
and you do. There you go, my friend.
Thank you.
Then number 5 is next up there. I will sell to that. 1 beer and 1 pizza. Turn that into 4 in just a second. Selling these 2 for 20. 4. Then we
Not selling any
have
coffee there.
number 8. No coffee yet. Number 8 is going to go pizza to me, I believe, again.
Mm-hmm.
And that passes 1 coffee shop.
That's true.
So pizza sold. 10 to me. And
Gave you a free
10
damn garden.
to you.
It's not 10. That pizza's 20, buddy.
You're
Same
correct.
with
You're correct.
the coffee.
10, 15, 20. There's $20.
Fucking
We only
gave
have,
you guys the
we only have a few
game.
bucks left.
Gave you guys the
Yeah.
game with that garden.
Thanks about the break for sure.
The first break. We'll see
right.
what happens going forward. But then that was number 8. Then we have number 10 down here.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to go to you.
Yep.
I believe. 1, 2. It sells a coffee as well.
Does it?
Because it's going to go zoop, 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 zoop. Right? Because it can't connect through here.
Oh, right. It'll
So it
go,
has to go
it'll
that
go
way.
the other way. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes out this door, down to here, and around. Passes this coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
So
Great.
that is 10 to you for this.
Mm-hmm. And then another 10.
Plus another 10 for that's 20. So that breaks the bank. 5. Here's 10. 11. But let's sit your $11 aside. You're going to get that. And the rest comes out of the reserve.
True.
Why don't we get this close-up cam, Ben?
Heard.
We've got 300, 100, and 200. So one of each. No majority. CEO stays the same. And that's going to be a nice, cool $600 populating the bank.
I don't know how cool it is.
I'm wondering who had the 300. For the all-in
I can tell
strategy.
you. I can tell you it wasn't me.
All right.
Looks
Mike,
like you guys
yeah.
figured it out, which is against the spirit of mixing them up.
Yeah. well,
Yeah.
Bunch of cheaters over here.
All right. So $600 goes into the bank. 5. It's 100. 200. Give me a moment here. Talk amongst yourselves while we count this bank up.
What's next though? Are we? Can we move on to things, or
Yeah, we're still calculating.
We're still selling.
well, do you know how much money you need left?
So yeah, I guess I'll let me put
Yeah.
enough small bills in here. 2, 4, 6, 8,
Because we can
10.
finish dinner.
Because how much did you get, Jimmy? Total? 20.
20.
Okay, so you need 9 more.
Mm-hmm.
After this, 11, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're just going to give you these weird amounts. So there's 11 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's $9. So that should be 20. Confirm that with me.
10.
Actually, let's check 9. I need 9 less, so I don't need 600 in here. I need 591.
You're good at math.
Yep.
1, 2, 300. That's half the bank right there.
So what house did we just do? 10?
10. So 12 is next, which I believe I will sell to.
Because you're -2.
Yeah. Well, and also your prices are insane.
Well,
So-
if you were 2 away, my prices would still be fine. It's only if it's a tie, right?
No,
No.
because you add the distance and the luxury manager. Because
yeah.
luxury manager isn't a bonus.
Yeah, it's
like
literally just
other
been 2
stuff.
months since I played
So,
this game.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll make another 20 doing that unless Scott has any discounts.
I don't.
So,
Not in play anyway.
Or it'll be the same
where
distance,
you're
but
going?
I'm
You're going to here?
12, so it'll be... Oh, no, I'm closer.
Yeah, you're
Yep,
one,
I don't know.
two,
I was like looking
I'm
at
3,
16 there.
So.
So I'll sell this for 10, and then I sell another coffee for 20 altogether.
1,
And then
2.
16 is the last one, which I'll also sell to, but no coffee.
50.
Coffee?
I won't sell coffee to that one.
It won't. Yeah, you don't pass a coffee shop.
25.
Because it'll do the shortest route.
50.
Right. I thought you said you were selling coffee.
No. I'm not selling coffee. So I need a total of 30.
Okay, give me 1 sec. So 1, 2, 300, 400, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. There's another 100. Three, 4, 5. So that should be 6.
But you need to
Minus 9.
And that's it.
And now our bank is good.
Yeah. You can throw that one in.
Yep. How much do you need, Jimmy?
I need 30.
Okay. So 20, 30.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's gonna take it. Make some change here.
Okay.
That's,
How much
okay.
is this?
Is that? I think that's 10. Yeah. So I'll just take it 10.
There you go. Okay. All right. Everything got sold. Thank you for your patience while I counted out the bank and miscounted once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So that is dinner time marketing. Let's mark us to there. I get a $5. This goes away. Actually, bank should have broken earlier. This milestone threw me through a loop. I should have gotten money when this marketed too.
It does not actually.
Oh, does it say it doesn't?
It is for every good your market, here's market. It clarifies it in the rules.
True.
You're not
you're
doing
right.
that. It's just people. Pizza
That's
is
not mine.
viral.
Okay. Cool. So now this goes away. Dropping pizza all over the place. Okie dokie. So that's all marketed out. Yeah, you're getting those set up. This goes away. This goes away. Great.
And then, Scott, did you take money for advertising?
This one I did,
Marketing?
yes.
Okay. I'll need another 10.
Okay. Great. Let's go ahead and put some boys out.
Oh, and pay your salaries.
I have to throw away my coffee, unfortunately. And yes, pay my salaries.
All my money goes away. I only have $4 anyway.
2,
All right.
3.
Whoa.
4, 5. Yeah, how are we all doing on cash right now? Let's get a quick cash check.
$0.
I have 80.
Right behind you.
90.
90 for 90, 80,
Right
90.
behind you guys.
Nothing.
Right behind you guys.
Hey, you know what? Winning scores in this game can be like 600. So
Yeah.
in that scope, you're not that far behind. You put that guard in there though, and that's going to put you pretty far behind.
That is what screwed me. I
All
would
right.
be at much more now if I was actually taking.
Sorry,
the
we'll
weekend.
train up, and
I didn't
come back strong on the.
I gotta say, I did
next
not
set.
realize how good that distance -2 was going to be.
It's wild.
It's absolutely made it impossible for me to get anything.
It is pretty powerful. Well, you also keep
you
playing
keep
this
playing the
luxuries
luxuries
manager.
manager, yeah.
which
It doesn't
isn't doing you
matter.
any good.
I played it just in case there was like one you couldn't get because this
Yeah.
you would get these anyway. So
Well,
I was like,
so-
maybe they'll outsell and they don't have any more pizza
that,
left.
So that is what I think what's going to happen, or maybe that's what's going to happen. Because how much pizza's out here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, you guys
10,
can't
11,
get here.
12.
So
right.
this stuff is
This
mine.
is going to hook you up. There are 12.
Those you can get.
We'll see if you keep this.
I probably won't.
So there are 12 out there right now.
I'm gonna put my luxury manager out so they pay double for that, and
Assuming
I'm gonna just call that a loss.
Assuming you
basically.
keep that, I guess, because someone could open up a restaurant over here.
That's true. Has anybody else gotten a new development or no?
Yeah.
No, but I do have a vice president who upgrades to a regional dev.
So you couldn't do it this turn, but you could do it next turn.
Yes. So you should
This
get these
turn I will
sales.
get
You should
those.
get these sales, which is going to get you.
The other thing though I was thinking is like if I put out a
More
new
than that,
if I put out a new restaurant, I don't think there's any way I can put a restaurant anywhere unless I also get like a discount.
You need
manager.
discounts, yeah.
So I could put a restaurant literally next to one of them and get a discount manager, and I can start selling those.
Yep, you need discounts. But hey, that's Food Chain Magnate.
That's Food Chain Magnate, baby.
Let's drop this. Okay.
Good one. That's good.
That's what they say, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's-
the slogan on the box.
Yeah, it's what it says right here.
I think that's what they always say.
All right.
Like ultra niche board game humor for you. That's Food Chain Magnate, baby.
Well, now I regret putting my coffee shop there.
Yeah.
Very much so.
I like coffee. That's a
It's a neat thing. I feel like I'm not taking advantage of it.
I am not
with
at
this.
all.
I was planning on it, but yeah,
Literally.
Jimmy's skimming some off the top of every.
Yeah.
Just about every sale
yeah.
right
So it
now.
doesn't matter that I didn't sell much this last turn, although I sold more than I expected to.
This is making you money. That one. Right there.
Yeah, well,
'Cause
because
I'm
it's right
picking up
between
on
both
that.
of your restaurants
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
So like, it will probably sell a thing.
Sure. Very very good chance. My marketer came home as well. Something I'm noticing on these milestones is there are a bunch of marketing based milestones.
Yeah, well, so the last batch had the same amount of marketing-based things, but it was all first X marketed, as opposed to, which there are none of this.
This is all playing one of the marketer cards.
Mm-hmm.
Also, someone, Ben pointed out to me before, someone asked about these player aids that we've got. The game does include new menus. We actually have the old menus here because we're using none of the new training guys except for the baristas, so we felt this was more useful. The expansion does come with new player
playing anyone?
menus.
This entire stack.
It does come with new player
This whole
menus.
stack is going. Okay. No, I was laughing because
Hold on one sec. It does. So the expansion does come with new player menus that has all the milestones on them, plus all of the paths for upgrades for the new employees. But it doesn't include the old ones inside. I think it includes maybe a sixth one of these. Or the original game came with a weird number of cards because like the new
it was
expansion.
6 for most.
Yeah, it
even
was
though you
6
could
for
have
like
5
all
players.
the cards. So in order to play with 6 players, you have to use the extra pieces from your old game in addition to some of the new ones from the expansion. It's kind of a weird thing. As far as the player aids we are using right now that we're drawing on and putting freezer tokens on, these were printed off from Board Game Geek, and I laminated them and stuck them to some cardstock. So I've got the new milestones on one side and the old milestones on the other side. Because the milestones are not a la carte. It is you're using all the new milestones or all of the old milestones. You don't pick and choose between them. There's nothing to stop you from doing that, but the rules do say that it's supposed to be one or the other. So yes, I hope that answered the question that someone had asked a little while ago about the player aids. Anyway, continuing on. Are we all have our stuff out?
I believe so.
Let's flip them.
I this turn have 0 slots open.
Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious! I have
put out
a single slot.
I have
13
4
people.
open slots.
Running lean. I guess you have that pizza chef and the lead barista and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a bunch of your junior executives.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mike, you've got it all set up right now.
13.
Right.
Okay.
So I have the most open slots.
Yes, where do you want to
I
go?
will go first.
Okay, I will go second.
I suspect we want to do similar things.
We may.
And
So I'll let you
if
do it.
It is a component. No, I don't think we're trying to do the same thing
Yeah.
at all. Because you can't do what I'm trying to do. And what I'm trying to do is, I don't know, hire a kitchen trainee. Didn't see that coming.
Well, you got me.
But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to train my vice president at work because I sold lemonade
Yep.
and get a regional manager.
Here it comes.
Yeah, you took what I wanted.
Yep.
You jumped the line.
And he-
I thought I
He's
was,
at work.
I was kind of no, you can't. do
No,
that.
you didn't play him.
No, also you can't do that. It has to be within the same color.
Yeah. Oh, that's true too.
No.
But you have don't you? If you train it up, it has to be somebody you put down. Then you train them while they're working.
He has a
Right.
the
The
milestone.
lemonade.
Yeah.
You're right.
No, I know. What I'm saying is, it's at work. Like you can't take him from here and then play him because you never take somebody here and play them.
You do. I think that is what this
I
allows.
didn't take him.
No,
I
what
trained
it does
my
is say-
vice president.
You're saying, oh, if you put out a kitchen, oh, your vice president was out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's-
got
it's
it.
out.
But it has to
Right.
be the same color.
But
so
it's
that
got to
was-
be the same.
Sorry, I forgot. I didn't realize your vice president was
All
out
right.
already.
Let's back up a minute. Give me my vice president back.
Yeah. It's got to be the same color.
Okay.
Preserving.
I have 1 open slot. You have none. You had 1. Correct?
Yeah. Well, you played that guy, right?
But he's not going to.
Right. I'm not going to.
Okay. So we're okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Rewind a bit.
We'll give
Yeah.
you that mulligan, I
Sure.
suppose. We'll give you that mulligan.
Let's rewind just a minute.
It's benefits. We'll give
Actually,
you,
can we rewind to when I placed this card? That would be great.
Yeah.
If we're rewinding, I mean, if we're
Let's just start
rewinding,
over. Let's just start
we
over.
might as well just get to where I placed that
All
card.
right. On my turn, I'm hiring a kitchen trainee. And
Now, I will say, go ahead.
Yeah.
But I will say, in general, historically, this is a very cutthroat game. If you make a mistake, that's
I'm a
on you.
little against it because I
right.
literally made a mistake and
You know what?
had to live with it.
I'll live with it. That's
All right.
fine. I'll train up my JVP to another vice president while I'm at work here. Do you have a vice president in your stack?
I do.
I'm going to fucking kill you.
This is how I felt.
Yeah, that's fine. This is okay.
That's food chain magnate, baby. Isn't that the
That's the
catchphrase?
catchphrase. That's very true. And then I'll upgrade my management trainee to a JVP.
All right. Anything else?
Um,
Pizzas. 8 pizzas.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make a bunch of pizzas, and
Got a ton of pizzas. You got some
I'm
coffees.
gonna make a bunch of coffee, and hopefully sell those things.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm gonna market.
So now it's my turn.
I do get to market as well.
Oh, he's
So-
marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take that 14 billboard again,
Little baby billboard.
and
Tiny baby billboard.
market pizza for 2 turns. Over here.
It's Pizza City.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And
we're all just living in it.
We're all going pizza. Well, I mean, I don't know. Sort of inadvertently went pizza. Not inadvertently, but it got marketed apart from me playing a marketer to market it.
I'm stocking up some burgers for future
Yeah,
burgers.
I got to shift the market here a little bit. So, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
I'll respect the
Let me get
I had
a...
to.
lack of the regional mid. That's
I
totally
had to.
it's totally fine. You're right. That is the spirit of the game.
Let me get a...
We forgot how to play.
let me get a...
How does this work?
a marketing trainee.
Is this
Not marketing. I'm sorry, not marketing. A management
I
training.
don't know what's going on here. Management training.
I know you're messing with that accordion over
Well,
there.
no, yeah, like I can't tell where the CFO and the regional
CFO
man-
upgrades from the senior VP.
Yeah, his spot's there, but then where does the regional goes in the back?
He was like next to the local manager, basically.
So he's supposed to be in here too.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Then that's my hire. I will be training up my vice president
Uh-huh.
to a regional manager. His name is James. His favorite food is sushi.
Wow, that's really that
Yeah.
hurts. Doesn't
It
it?
does hurt.
Then I'm also going to train because I apparently can't have enough.
It's almost like he's you too. You like sushi. Like he made you
Yeah.
into a facsimile of the.
Let's
All
see.
my life I wanted to be a
am
regional
going
manager.
to. I was going to boost my marketing
He's
training.
living your dream in
Yeah.
card form.
First brand manager. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I am going to upgrade though my. I can't go to lead barista. My marketing trainee to the next level of marketing trainee, campaign manager. Which I guess Mike used a campaign manager, so I do need to cross that
I
off.
did cross it off. If you didn't,
I knew you did. I just forgot to cross it. Thank you, my friend.
Indiana Jones, the mailman.
Indiana Jones, the mailman, and he loves pizza.
Just so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah, throw that in the close-up cam.
The
I'm sure people have seen it,
The
but
campaign manager
boy, how does that guy look like?
looks like Indiana
Jones.
Jones delivering your mail.
Yeah, this is what Indiana Jones did after he lost his job as an archaeology professor.
Or maybe just in between. Like, there's
Maybe
not a
between.
lot of things to find, so there's just got a lot of downtime.
Is that right, Mike? There's not a lot of things
No.
to find.
Then you found
He
almost
found
all
like
of them.
3 things.
He found
maybe
like
4.
all of them. There's like a cross
In
and there's
like
a cup.
in like World War II,
And that's
like
like it.
World War II
Yeah.
era. That was
The Cross of Coronado, the Holy Grail,
That's right.
the Ark of the Covenant,
And that's it. That's all exists.
What
and the Crystal Skull, that whole kingdom with the Crystal Skull.
what did he find in Fate of Atlantis?
Bit of Atlantis, that is
The video game
video
from the
game?
1990s.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
very good point click.
He didn't find.
adventure
He
game.
literally found Atlantis. So I think that was.
Yeah.
You think that's enough?
That was it.
We're out of
more
pizzas
than I've
here.
done.
Yeah.
Mike, can you give me some of these pizzas and take a big one?
No.
We're out of pizzas.
Refuse.
We're out of pizza pieces.
I mean, I'm about to sell these, so
All right. Well, I
here.
need one more.
There's your.
Thank you.
There's
thank
your
you, my
GD pizza.
Thank you, my friend. And then my current operator's picking up some stuff too.
Just in case some kids are on this stream.
I'll get myself Cokes and
won't
beers.
Yeah. Yes, I apologize for threatening Scott with death for upgrading his vice president that I didn't realize he had.
Okay. So that is my hiring everybody. Let's move into dinner time. Or dinner time.
Dinner time.
Dinner
Number
time,
4,
dinner
pizza.
time.
You don't have any discount managers in play?
I don't.
Okay, I'll sell that pizza.
I in fact have a luxury manager in play.
Selling that pizza
Again.
for a cool 10.
All right, and I'll sell a coffee for a cool.
5 is next. So
I actually didn't do my turn. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Oh yeah, what am I doing? I'm sorry. You're right, Mike.
I didn't go.
I'm sorry, Mike. You're not gonna win.
You have
It
been
seems
going
like this is what you've.
You're not
You have been going
We're
first.
just
Did you put your money
decided.
back?
Yeah.
All right, brand manager. Can you give me an airplane? Number 5, please.
I'm sorry, Mike.
That's fine. Number 5, thank
This
You
you.
a brand manager.
Yeah, brand manager's going here. And for first brand manager, I get to place 2 things on him. So he's going to serve.
More pizzas.
He's going to serve beer and burgers. And
Shift
can I
in the
get
hole.
number 5?
Yeah. Mike, I'm sorry for skipping your
It's
turn.
okay. It's okay.
The
So
real
beer and burgers for.
Age of Steam move.
Yeah.
How do I don't know how many turns he's doing it?
Could slide it up on the.
What I've been doing is using this to know how many
as
turns
a
he
turn
does it
track.
for. I know it doesn't go that far, but
I'm just
like
gonna do-
no one markets that many turns.
I'm going to do 2
That's what I'm
turns.
doing.
Well, the way I'm going to do it is put 4 or
He's
2,
gonna put all the goods on there.
2 of each on it.
Sure, that works too.
And then I'll know that it's 4 turns.
Does
2
a
turns.
question for the chat too? Does anyone here use custom food chain Magnate pieces? I've seen a lot of people use like little dollhouse bits for their food, and those look cool. And I've considered like where people pick those up. They seem a little. I don't know if you guys have seen those at all.
No,
They're like little model pizzas and beers and all that. They're cool.
Like how sort of minimalist these
Me
are.
too.
I know
I think it goes with
the
the aesthetic.
regular complaint of this game is it looks like a prototype.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hire a barista and immediately train it to a barista trainee to a barista.
I feel like if this game will take
So
a
I get a
prototype,
coffee
you can
shop, yeah?
Post-it
Yep.
notes.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
The coffee
One
shop's
per
going
tile.
right
So.
there.
Okay.
Actually, right there.
Okay. Yep. So when Jimmy walks out that door,
Yeah.
you're selling some coffee.
So that was my 1 hire. My 2nd hire, I'm going to hire a waitress. My 3rd hire may also be a waitress.
I feel like the limitation of your
Yeah, also a waitress.
all waitress strategy in the past is that you need to train up to the EVP. But
Yeah,
this
you
really lets you
existed.
just do it.
But
So-
they only get 3 now. So
They only
yeah.
get $3. They get less, almost half.
So
Right.
that's my
you
both
make
my.
like at most $30
That's
a turn
all my
or whatever,
hires.
which is not great.
But right now he's making like no money. per
Yeah,
turn.
that's true.
I'm gonna do 3 burgers.
For the I think for an
3
all waitress or at least
pizzas.
majority waitress strategy to work,
I'm gonna get a beer.
there needs to be a big pricing war.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to train. My other training decision is this errand boy up to a cart op.
We got 1 vote for the standard chunky wood bits for play pieces.
Yeah, I do like
Yeah,
that.
I do enjoy these.
And
I like the big fat ones for the 5.
done.
Reminds me of
and I
Indonesia
get-
I
for
was about to
sure.
And I get $9.
$9. 5. 9.
That'll pay some of my salaries this turn. But I think I'm gonna make some money, so we're good.
That's
So
the dream.
what is crazy too about this is the fact that we've all picked up the first trainer used, so we don't have to fire employees.
Mhm.
It makes the game feel a little more. I don't want to say friendly. Friendly's not the right word,
No.
but
This game has not been
it
done.
feels less
That's
like
true.
razor's edge from you're gonna fail, but maybe not as hard as before because you don't like Mike. Previously, you would probably be firing like half your dudes at this point, right?
Right.
Your EVP would be gone, your life
Absolutely,
manager
yeah.
gone, your burger and pizza cooks.
Right.
But
I am at $9, so
Yeah.
Well, you
I
have
don't
to
know
ditch,
that I'm
you have to
doing
ditch
well.
food when you can't, you have to pay with food if you can't pay with money.
Yeah, because your first beer sold,
Because
right?
your first beer sold too, right?
did I get first beer
No,
sold?
no,
No,
it was
that's
just me.
right. Yep.
Sorry, yeah.
It was just you.
I see you, yeah.
Wait, was it just you or was
It was just
no?
him.
Because
It was
you
just me.
stole
'Cause I
it.
stole
Right,
it.
yeah, so it was
Yes.
just,
It was just me.
You also got the first beer sold.
I also have first cart
And for
use
cart
from
up,
like that,
yeah.
You gotta keep up.
I got
with
first
that.
brand manager
You did.
and
This
burger. I'm
is-
about to get too. Maybe. Oh no, next turn.
there are no
We'll
burgers
see.
advertised
There's gonna be.
quite yet.
Yeah, you got your brand manager, your airplane out there. Okay, great. Let's go. And now, has everybody taken their turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Raise your hand if you haven't.
Let's go ahead and move into dinner time for real.
Okay.
I sell this for $10. Jimmy gets
Great.
a tenner as well. Number 5 is next. I sell a beer and a pizza over there.
I unfortunately sell no
That's
coffee.
a 20 for me.
We skipped number 1, which is probably
Did
more
skip
important,
Number 1 goes.
but I
So
don't think
let's-
there'll be.
I sell.
yeah, this is all Mike stuff
I sell those two
for 20
for
each.
20 plus 10.
So
30 each.
$30 each,
$60.
50, 60.
Wow. And I get some money from that too.
You do. You get 20.
Isn't it just,
Yeah, just
do they so it's like they go twice if
I
there's
guess-
2 goods on there?
No, they drive past once, but
Oh, he's got
this is a
garden.
garden.
Yeah.
So
So then you'll get 10 for this one, so I get 20 for this one.
you would get
No, I get 40 for this
40
one.
for that.
And
There's 40 for you, Mike.
but Jimmy does not get the extra
You
10
get a
for
10.
that. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I had wanted to
37.
pick up the
8 over here. That goes towards me.
And I need
No,
to
but
actually
nice.
throw away the pizza. So it was 2. It was 4.
4
I
pizzas.
need to throw all those pizzas.
Yeah.
away.
And you're one in the freezer. Yep. All right. So I sell that one. Take it off the pizza cook.
And I get $20 for that for
and-
selling a coffee.
Yes, you do. And I get 20 for that for selling the pizza.
Thank you.
And then that was number 8. Number 10 is over here. Is this is on here? No, these are all waiting to be marked.
They are all waiting to be marketed.
Okay.
I was trying to stack them, but that usually results in me making a big mess. So.
You can only do 2 turns on this guy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, right, because it's going on each. Yep, I'm an idiot. Okay, so number 10, that goes to you because I don't have any discounts right now. Just you wait.
So I'll make
$10.
$10 for that and $10 for a
I'm
coffee.
just gonna give you 20 then.
Yep.
Mike gets $10 for that as well because he got the store.
Yep. You put
Oh,
it
you,
right.
you don't have coffee. You don't have coffee.
Yeah, I don't even have coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Next turn.
12.
then you get
12.
12 is right here. That's 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to go to. This is
I think
actually
it's
hard.
James,
Because
because I have
Mike is
this.
at 20. Base 10 plus 10 for your luxuries manager is 20 distance effect. Or
Yeah.
sorry, 0 distance plus 10. Yeah,
10.
plus 10. 20.
10
20.
distance.
So Jimmy's at base 10 price. 1, 2 is 12 away.
But -2 because he's got the.
Right. It's -2, so 10 effectively. It's base price 10 at a distance. I guess because we're at all the same base price, we don't have to worry about that. We can just kind of cross that out. And then I am 1, 2, 3. So Jimmy gets it. If you can sell.
I sure can.
Okay.
So I'm going to sell 3 pizzas for 30 and 2 coffees.
And 2 coffees. No, because it would stop here. It wouldn't get to the
Okay,
coffee
well,
shop.
that's good because I can only sell 1 coffee anyway.
Okay.
$40.
So
So
you
I
sold
make-
3 of them for 10 apiece. So that's 30.
Mm-hmm.
Plus you sold a coffee for 10. So that is $40.
Oh boy, lucrative turn for the pizza
Yes,
and
sir.
coffee business.
And then number 16,
which I'll also sell.
which you will sell to.
And Mike would make money
If he had any
if
coffee.
he had any coffee.
It's a turn.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah, no
Okay.
problem. Hey, anything for you.
All right, big turn. Let's mark it. We're gonna mark it with, and then order is gonna matter here for marketing because some of these are gonna get saturated. So this is gonna be the first.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
so
5. So it's
these
a burger.
3 houses get a burger and a beer.
1, 2, 3, 4 houses.
4 houses.
4 houses get a burger and a beer.
1, 2, 3, 4, and a beer. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That was number 5. Then number 8 is going to be next,
Mhm.
right here, which is going to put pizza.
So then it's just 1, 2, 3.
Yep. And
And
then
that
this
guy's done.
turn goes down 1 step, which is going to make him done as well.
Yep.
Even though I can't market anything.
Even though it can't mark it. It goes up for X number of turns. So, not X number of goods
Sure.
marketed. All right.
And these brand manager comes home.
Yep.
Brand dwarf comes home.
And then these guys each get a pizza.
No, not brand manager.
And I get
campaign
$10.
And I'll save 2 Cokes as well.
Yeah, what am I
All
going
right.
to
So,
save?
I
I'm
have
going to make some
to.
change here.
1, 2, 3. Still up, not 6. I'm going to pay with these Cokes. 3, 4, and a tether. All right, everyone pay your salaries.
This is change.
Okay. Taking a 50.
250s.
Okay, I can play that game too. I'm taking 250s.
That's fine. That's very cool.
You wanna
2, 3, 4.
Pay your,
off
pay your
peacock on me?
salaries.
Yep, salaries paid, mostly in Coca-Colas.
That's not a salary.
You're right. We're cutting our budget a little bit. We're paying an RC cola now.
Okay. You're so mad if I went to work.
It's the fancy cola. I had my first RC cola about 3 months ago. I always wanted an RC cola as a kid. I had 3 soda dreams as a child.
Soda dreams.
From bottom to top, it was drink a Jolt cola, which I never did. Still have not.
Do they exist anymore?
They do.
Okay.
Number 2 was drink an RC cola because I thought it was for fancy people. I bought into the marketing. I thought RC cola was for fancy people, and I was not a fancy kid. I didn't think RC cola was for me.
You were a child. Of course you bought into the marketing. That's what marketing is.
That's what
It's the
marketing does.
Yeah.
But it didn't work because the marketing made me not buy it. It made me want it, but not buy it.
Okay.
And my number 1 dream as a child, I'm happy to say I fulfilled about 2 years ago, was to drink a caffeine-free Diet Coke. Because the cans were all gold.
Nice.
They were the coolest
They were
looking
gold,
cans in the
yeah.
world.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
all gold.
Like a champagne.
Yeah, I
gold.
thought it was like top tier.
It's like the color of it's like the color of an Oldsmobile. Like a beautiful at the time Oldsmobile.
So I fulfilled my dream and bought a caffeine-free Diet Coke about 2 or 3 years ago.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you for the applause. It was not good, but it was spiritually the best Coke I've ever had. The RC Cola was just not good and not spiritually fulfilling. So, anyway, we're playing a game here, so let's keep playing.
Who knows? The Jolt might be the ticket.
Yeah, I gotta go buy a Jolt Cola. I feel like I just need to fire my barista at this point.
Yeah.
This is the quiet part of the game.
Yeah, certainly there are moments in most Splatter games where everyone just like head down, figure out what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm playing. Not figure out what I'm doing so much as make sure I'm executing my plan properly, and it is what's gonna make me pull ahead. I see I'm behind right now a little bit, so I need to make a move.
Is this right? Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some stupid stuff this turn. I'm afraid.
You don't have to do stupid stuff, dude.
I don't have to, but I fear I might.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the way okay, that works.
While we're sitting here, if you guys are enjoying the stream, again, I'll remind you, phasingplayer.com has some stuff I write on there. I haven't written in a little bit, but I do have some older things I've written about video games and board games, as well as all the videos I've put up. I've done a bunch of sort of stream of consciousness reviews of Steam games. I'm sure any of you PC players have hundreds of Steam games in your library that you've never touched, and maybe you don't remember where you got them. And that's the boat I'm in, so I've spent a little time playing some of those weird games that I've never really consciously purchased.
Could you pass me the rules here?
And I've written some reviews on there, so if you're interested, go check them out. And if you like what we're doing, go to phasingplayer.com/donate. I've got links to one-time donations through PayPal or a recurring system through Patreon. So check those out if you're so inclined and want to support the channel and continue us growing and growing it.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Are we all ready? Do we have our cards now?
I'm not ready.
Okay.
You just
You're just threatening.
threatening, yeah.
You are putting a restaurant down, but it's coming soon. So it won't open.
Nope.
Oh, it's the big guy. So
Big
it's coming
boy.
right away. But you can't make burgers? You don't have any burgers.
That is accurate. Yeah,
So
I
think
could
you're
always
okay.
hire a kitchen trainee
So
and train
I
him
think
up.
I'm okay. But the thing I'm thinking is I can force you to not be able to put your thing in certain places because I can put a house somewhere and I can put a mailbox somewhere.
If you can go before me, yes.
That's what I'm.
If
So
you can
I'm
go
looking at
before
like
me.
where can I stop you from getting over here?
So in theory, if you put a house here and you put a mailbox here,
You can still go here or
I
there.
could go here and here.
That's the only. So really, I don't think I can stop you from coming over here.
The thing I need to
would
consider as
more-
well,
I would need more stuff.
if I need to one up Jimmy, I need to get in this coffee game because he's making a good chunk of change from that.
Yes. How do you build coffee? Is it only when you upgrade to barista?
When you build new coffee shops, yes. It's when you upgrade your barista trainee to a barista.
Wait,
And then that's
okay.
capped.
Or you pass my restaurant.
You can sell coffee from your
I
restaurant.
will
Yes.
sell coffee.
Yep, if you have coffee.
Which neither of you have like made coffee at any point in this game.
I have
Well,
a
I'm
barista.
about-
We both
I'm
have
about
baristas,
to,
but
okay. I think because his new restaurant isn't coming this turn, I'm okay.
No,
for
it is.
now. No, I mean because you can't. Sorry,
yeah,
because you
you're not
can't
gonna
sell
beat
burgers.
him.
correct.
I think
I
it's
can't
okay.
sell hamburgers right now.
I think I'm okay this turn. Okay, I might be wrong, but
All
I'll
right.
go with what I got.
Are we ready?
Yep, flip them over.
Okay, open slots. What are we looking at? I'm at nil.
I have 3 open slots.
I have one.
Okay, James,
I'll go first.
staying first.
Whatever.
Mike, where do you want to go? Second, third?
I'll go second.
I'm going third then. All right, James, your turn.
Okay. I will be hiring an errand boy.
Oh, Mike, you built a house, right?
I did.
I
Yeah.
forgot to cross that.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah.
And I will be training my junior vice president into a local manager.
Oh, sorry. I know you wanted
It's all right. These things happen. And then I will be upgrading this vice president into a senior vice president.
He's like, I'm pretty cool, and this guy's like, hold my beer.
I'm the best.
I manage 10 people, and I don't care about any of them.
Yeah, that's stupid. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. I'm not going to upgrade this guy. I'll upgrade my
What was this?
vice president.
Here's a regular VP.
So you want that guy?
Yeah,
back?
I want that guy back.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers.
Mm-hmm. And then, nope, sorry.
Can't figure it out.
Just-
Can't figure it
Just
out.
senior vice president is fine.
Holy shit!
I
Are you
know.
done?
No, I've barely started. I can't sell anything to any of these houses anyway. So,
Yeah, where's your pizza? You got pizza.
I've got pizza,
Yeah, you'll be fine.
but I'm just producing things now.
Get it. Your hipster has been doing you well.
He really
I hate
has.
it.
League Barista. He's
Yeah.
been picking up money.
Alrighty. Maybe I should have.
Are you all done?
It's your
barista
turn then,
training.
Mike.
Are you all done? Okay. Card operator's gonna grab dos cervezas.
K?
What'd you say?
I said K. No,
It's like, Ben, are you okay? You asleep?
no.
2 coffees for that person, 3 pizzas for this person. And my recruiting girl is so I'm gonna hire,
Bank like half gone almost.
I'm gonna hire
I had some
a
moves, but I don't think they're going to be necessary.
management trainee, which
Is
is
that
gonna
right?
go to,
I was looking at
I'm gonna train him
CFO.
twice.
Sure.
It's not going to get that
To
far
a
by the time
local-
I could actually play him.
I'm gonna play him
I'm still
twice
looking at
to
it,
a local,
Upgraded to a local manager.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Or do I go for CFO? See if there's only one, right?
There's
Yep.
only one.
Can I get there before Jimmy? It's possible.
Jimmy has a senior VP, so
I can get him next turn.
you can get him next turn.
I
if
can
he
get
wants
him
to.
next turn too.
Sure.
But I just have to go before you.
Which you have the EVP, so
Right.
you could if you wanted to.
potential.
I'm gonna try it. That's probably a better move. I don't think there's anywhere I can place a restaurant. It's not doing me any good anyway. So I'm going to go for a vice president. And that was both my trainers. And I can hire another waitress. And 5 waitresses gets me $15.
$15. Yep.
Can you hand me $15, please?
There you go, my friend.
Thank you.
All right.
And that's it for me.
Okay. I will take a burger cook, hiring a kitchen trainee.
Burger chef.
Burger cook.
Oh.
I'm hiring a kitchen trainee and then immediately training to a burger cook.
Burger cook.
And then I will also train this management trainee in my hand to a junior vice president.
Okay. Baby boy becomes a man.
My regional, actually, let me make some pizzas. Make some 3 pizzas. My campaign manager is going to go out and campaign.
For what?
Justice.
I'm going to drop right here.
What is that's pointless.
It's a mailbox.
Can get to that.
You're right. It can,
It gets to nothing.
You're right. So I'm going to put it.
Why help him?
That's true.
I actually couldn't legally place it there anyway. I don't think. Well, yeah, because no, that has to be next to a road, I guess. So let's
There's a distance for it,
Yeah.
though you could reach it there.
Yeah, it's a distance of 3.
Is your distance -2 count for that?
No, that's just when you're
That's just
factoring in
selling.
for dinner time.
Let's go.
Hey neighbors, forget that
there.
mailbox.
Mike is gonna take that, but that's okay.
Take that butt.
Take butt. Take that butt.
Or if I go here, it hits both of those. Let's go
Yeah.
there.
Going on Jimmy stuff.
Let's go over there. And
Grabbing this enormous airplane.
we're gonna do that for 3 turns.
What you advertising?
Beer.
Beer? That's not pizza.
The beer drinkers like beer.
That's not coffee, so
Yeah, that's not coffee. Or
Well, at least you know you'll sell at least 1 coffee if he sells any of that anyway.
oh yeah. Look, at this point, I'm hoping to sometimes sell pizza, but always sell a bunch of coffee. I probably need more coffee.
We're actually just doing 2
I
turns.
only have
We're
2,
just
which
doing
is
2
really
turns.
upsetting. Actually.
We're doing 2 turns, and then my regional manager is gonna do something.
But what?
Yeah, he's going to place a restaurant somewhere, and this is going to really change the landscape of the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Because if he comes in on my shit,
I'm gonna move this to here.
whoa, not even a new restaurant. And now you have both sides.
Yep. And I don't have to pass these coffee places as often anyway.
I'm pissed. Get out of my life.
All right. Cool. That is my turn.
I don't like it.
I hate it.
Let's dinner time.
I'm going to move mine where his was.
Yeah.
All right,
right.
dinner time. Starting with
Number
number 1. I think Mike. No, you can fulfill it.
I could fulfill it, although it
You
can't.
can't.
He can't get to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
That
so
road is island.
right, because this crosses this
Yeah,
way,
Yeah.
and this is only this little corner.
Yep.
You can't. You can sell to this house through here, but you can't drive through
Right.
it. Okay, Mike. So you sell to number 1.
All right, and I'll sell a coffee to them as well
Yes, you will.
for $20.
Okay, so you get 20 for the coffee. There you go.
I get
2, 4, 6 plus another 30 is $90.
$90.
That's a big sale.
Yeah, it is a big sale.
50, 60, 70, 80, 90. The bank, I think, has like a turn left in it.
Yeah.
90.
Mike might take this.
I'm going to sell that one.
All right. That's going to be 10, 20, 30, 60.
60.
And Jimmy gets a tenner.
Thank you.
All right. Number 4 doesn't have anything. 5, number 8 is the next one. That is a beer and a burger. Mike doesn't have any more burgers.
Yes, I do.
In the freezer. Yes, you do.
I do.
And that's also on your island? No, Jimmy can reach it.
Jimmy can. So let's see. So he's got a -2,
He does. So he's going to go
but it's 3 away.
here. So that's 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. -2 is 1.
1.
At a base price
I'm-
of 10, so he's at 11 total.
All right. So we're tied.
You are 0 plus this, 1 distance,
Plus 10.
plus 10.
Right.
Because it's a base price of 10, plus 1 distance of 11, plus your luxury manager of 21.
Right.
So Jimmy sells.
Ooh,
You will
boy.
pass this. So Mike, you sell a coffee for 20.
All
Give
right.
me that coffee.
And I'll sell 2 coffees for 40.
There you go.
It is
Very
expensive
expensive.
coffee. And
They
I'm
have,
gonna
they have a
s-
garden bed. Of
Right.
course, it's expensive coffee.
I'm going to sell these 2 items for another 40.
Probably why I'm still poor. I don't get
10,
how these
20,
things
30,
work.
40.
Bank's going to break.
It is next turn, maybe this turn.
Yeah.
I think it might be this turn because
So
there's
this-
those 3
so,
right
yeah.
there.
7
right.
still needs
You're
to
right.
sell.
All right, so number 10 is next.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pizza. That is going to go to Jimmy.
Yep.
Well, no. You are 1, 2 away. I am 1 away. Actually, I'm 0 away. I'm on it.
Oh, sure.
So I will sell that for $10. No coffee sold.
Yeah. Damn. I was gonna get coffee out of that.
And then
Number 12.
we have number 12, right? That's next in line.
Right.
I don't have a burger,
Mm-hmm.
I do.
but Mike does. So it's 10, 20, 30, plus 10 from your luxuries manager.
Yep.
60. That's the
60.
bank. That's 20. That's 10, 30. This is 30. So bank is broken.
I get
So-
my other
He
30.
still gets the rest of
Yep,
it, too.
he does. I'm just,
And we
I'm
finished
just confirming.
dinner time.
Yes, we do. So that's 30 to you, Mike, plus another 30 incoming.
Mm-hmm. And I will sell 1 coffee for 10.
Here's 30 for you, Michael.
Okay.
You get 10, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got this sucker, which you are 1 away from,
Mm-hmm.
and I am also 1 away from. I did not play a waitress. I was dumb. I had a waitress in my hand and the space for it,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
So it'll go the shortest route with coffee, right?
Which would be this. So
Right.
it'll go, I guess we'll go there regardless because
Right.
of the coffee.
So
yep.
Mike will make $10 from that.
And you
$10.
will make.
And I will make
10.
$10.
Sold a coffee.
Right.
I say I played the expansion because I sold a coffee.
That's right.
You sold. Actually, you did really well in this turn.
Yeah.
I
You
did. I don't know if I
might
beat.
win.
Yeah.
I don't know if I beat Jimmy, but we'll see.
Eyeballing it, I think you will.
Yeah.
We don't need to pay. Actually, then this one. This is the last one, right?
Yeah,
Didn't we do that one?
Oh yeah, we did. We did. You're right.
Yeah,
You guys
that was
might
the
got
one that he
60.
got.
I
that was
forgot,
the
I forgot
big.
to take it
That
off.
was the big one.
Okay, so everything is sold. We have no more money in the bank. We don't have to pay salaries on the last turn because in theory we would just fire everyone like a good business owner.
Like a good business owner.
Yeah,
should.
I made my money.
Right,
Everyone's
right.
gone. And so let's go ahead and add up money. I made very little.
Sorry, I forgot what these are worth. Red's 10,
5.
5.
White 1, red 5, blue 10, green 20 in this game. I usually like 25, but we're doing 20 because of the 10s that this uses a lot. And 50 are the grays. One of the worst games I've played at Food Chain Magnate, I think.
All right. I'm looking at a stately 335.
335 for James. Right in big letters. Nice serial killer scribble.
That's it.
Or put your name on the bottom too.
What are grays?
50.
200. 340.
Ooh, Mike took it on. Basically,
44.
basically,
I'm
only
basically
made
one
money.
turn.
Basically, only made money on one turn.
You beat me by $9?
Which, Mike, how much money did you make from your waitresses? Like the second to last turn? Was
Oh,
it a 9? You had
thir-
3, you had 3 of
15.
them? Oh, you had
15.
5 of them up.
Wow.
Okay, well.
What did you
that's-
make?
I made 130.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I made less than half of what you did.
It's so funny because I was like really bummed, obviously. Like when
I just
that's
wasn't making
tanked.
big sales. I just wasn't
And then
making
it
big
was like-
sales.
Can't do it.
This airplane really let you actually make
Right.
moves that
Yeah.
you had been prepping for.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it paid off.
Yeah.
Mostly because I've been leeching the bank from coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I
I wasn't making these
But, like,
huge
how much
sales.
of that is coffee?
I was
money?
gonna say, in the
Most.
future, I'd be super curious to just have a separate like coffee money, non-coffee
Right.
money, just out of curiosity to see where did my money come from.
In the future, I will
overwhelming
be.
majority of this was
In the
coffee.
future, I will be rushing coffee.
Coffee's
right.
strong,
Certainly.
man.
Strong.
Mostly what was great is that, okay, this house didn't sell to me, but it did pass by a coffee shop.
Yeah,
which
that's what
means
I'm
I
saying.
make the 20 from it. It's
crazy.
Yeah, there are probably better ways to do it. I wanted to make
I'm
more
sure
restaurants.
I would
and
do a lot of different stuff if we played the same set again. For
there
sure.
are things like I would want to set up a thing where this house wants something and it has to pass 3 coffee shops and my restaurant to get there.
I think because of the coffee, and so normally when I've played regional or local managers in the past, sometimes you move restaurants. But in my experience, you almost always open new ones. I was very much considering opening one like right here. It's right across the street from Santa Maria Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I opted to move this because you were skimming so much money
Right.
at those coffee shops. I figure if I go here, if I can get the goods, I can sell it to here, and here, and you'll never see coffee sales.
If you had made that move 2 turns ago,
it might have been a
probably
big
would've
difference.
Yeah.
Big difference.
I needed to pick up a burger cook earlier. I picked one up last turn. I'm sorry, I trained one up this turn.
Well, that was
next turn I would have placed
it.
one.
Worked out, but sometimes it doesn't. But I was certainly like, you guys are all everyone's going pizza,
know,
so I'm gonna grab a burger cook now and store some burgers in my fridge.
I saw that too. I was like, there's so much pizza, it's gonna shift at some point.
Right.
So
It has to, yeah. And the radio went away, so you moving that restaurant prevented 1 coffie sale from me and gave Mike 1 coffee sale, which incidentally is
would've been
about
enough
the
to,
difference.
win. Wow, yeah, you're right. King making.
Yeah.
I knew it. I was like, who do I
Okay.
want to win?
Who can sell 1 coffee?
Who do I always prop up in Cosmic Encounter?
Right.
It's me.
Mike.
That's true, and I love you for it.
Aw.
So
I liked it. Again, it was. I mean, it was typical food chain feelings. Like you're just like, ugh,
screwed.
What have I done?
what have I done? And then you're like, wow, this is working out.
You benefited because Jimmy and I, mostly me,
Well,
didn't take advantage of
This road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw that in the beginning, and I was like, well, hopefully nobody.
know.
But last time I tried that, somebody immediately built a restaurant over there.
Because that's
and I was
usually
like,
the move.
done.
That,
Right.
Like if someone is living on an island, just go live with them, right? Just
Right.
like
I'll say,
fly over there.
this EVP was wild. I mean,
Yeah.
look how many cards I have, and I was playing them all.
Yeah.
But it's hard to compete with this marketer.
But this is my suit, dude.
I think it's
Extremely
interesting
it's
that
crazy.
it becomes a viable strategy because in the base game you would never open
You
with
almost never open with the market.
It's
Unless
so
the
hard to
only time
compete.
you would, I had mentioned before, you would play recruiting girl or trainer as your kind of first hires in the
That's
base
how you
game.
compete, right? This is
Yeah.
how you compete.
Yeah, I mean this is also how you compete in the base game. Too.
Right, I'm just saying, like,
This counts.
specifically with this, I
Which
should have
it's
gotten
crazy because even this, it almost just equals this. It's like
Yeah.
it's slightly better. But
That's what I'm
it's-
saying. With the
yeah.
-2, at least you're counteracting it, so we're on even playing fields again.
Sure. So you're at -3, I'm at -2. I can then
Right.
play maybe a pricing manager, and now we're equal again, but
Right,
you're
right,
paying
right.
salary. I like my gut reaction to these milestones is instead of getting a recruiting girl or a trainer first, I almost feel like you have to get a marketer first.
I think an interesting
Just
thing
to
with the
get that
marketer
-2.
is it will.
Well, I mean, I won without it.
Yeah.
So.
It's true. I'm saying
right.
with repeated plays
Yeah.
of this, maybe
So the trainee playing the marketing trainee on round 2, which is what you would do, gives you the kitchen trainee and the errand boy. So you can determine which thing you will sell first, almost certainly.
true.
Um,
Yeah, you get access to just about every
So,
good. Yeah, every good.
I was able to lock you out of the first lemonade sold, and you were able to lock me out of the first Coke sold.
yeah.
And that didn't feel great, like I think that was interesting is that you were able to sort of say, oh yeah, and this is just for me.
Yeah. First restaurant, I didn't get that, but it would place that permanent mailbox. So actually, I shouldn't have actually placed that mailbox anyway because I didn't put a new restaurant down. I moved a restaurant.
Sure.
No, I placed them for my campaign manager. Never mind. Discount manager. The discount manager seems crazy too because it removes money from the bank. It just kills the bank. $100 for every round you discount by 3 or more.
If Jimmy had gotten that and done that last turn before I got
He
all my
would've
money
won.
this turn, he would have won easy.
Yeah, it might have been 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
That case.
Absolutely. I had
you would've
$9. I
won.
mean, I, before the last 2 turns, I had $9
Yeah.
to my name.
And so I was working toward a discount manager. I opted not to
Yeah.
a turn ago because I felt like I needed to become more flexible in what was being sold. So I got a burger cook. I picked up a waitress, but
Yeah, I was
I was
interested
eyeing
in
a
it.
discount manager.
Yeah, I was
100%.
too. I felt like I couldn't, and it worked out this way that I couldn't actually use it in the order or in the time that I would have needed it to come out. So it'd be something to consider for next time you're going for a first marketer or going on a coffee heavy strategy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I have a bunch of money right now, so let's...
Yeah. Man, just like the first time I played Food Chain Magnate, and honestly many plays after, but especially the first time, I was like, let's just reset this and play again.
Right.
No,
absolutely.
I wanna go again. I feel like
this game, unlike any other game I've ever played, has that feeling every time you play of like, I don't know how to play this game. Like, I obviously have no idea how to play this game.
Every time I play this, generally I have a feeling of learning something new, even if it's like my 20th playthrough, where I'm saying, oh, so that's why you would use, a luxuries manager, or that's why you would use, one of these instead of another one.
Yeah, there always seems to be a new like angle you can take with an employee. And eventually, the kind of the popular, I guess, meta of the old milestones settled on recruiting girl trainer as your first hires, and the game opened up after that point. But your opening had to be one of those two. I'm curious to know what these milestones end up as. Like I said, that first marketer seems strong. So does recruiting girl and trainer, and there is. So I guess I mentioned before we would talk a little bit about the other modules. We're not going to break them all down or anything, just to kind of mention what they are. But there's one that makes it's called, I think, hard choices. And it makes it so a handful of these that are preset, and I think it is first marketer, first recruiting girl, first trainer, and something else. They go away after a certain number of turns. It's
several of them, it's the first turn.
Some of most it's the first, and one or two is like the second. So you just essentially one. Yeah, maybe just one. So you're saying if you don't take marketer first, you can't ever get it. Even if no one else takes it, you can never get it. Or like I think maybe one or two of the ones we picked up late is in that camp, which that would be interesting, kind of, to
sure set the game early. You don't have any like wild different milestones popping out later. Sure. I think playing again, I think this route's good. I think you have to watch out for whoever takes marketer, but I think that taking marketer is usually a first turn thing. I think somebody's going to do it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
So like, even though it's hard choices, I mean, I think like if somebody's going to take marketer, is it better to just take it and even the score? Or is it better to do something different? I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
I think what's interesting about the executive vice president that comes from the recruiting girl. I know I said I was going to talk about my other things. I'm still thinking about all this.
I derailed it.
That's fine. In the base milestones, actually, I got them on the back here. It is for the first airplane campaign. Gives you +2 open slots when determining player order. So it's basically you can go first or wherever you want in the order. I almost feel like the recruiting girl getting the executive VP is that in some ways.
Oh yeah,
because you're gonna have like 9 open slots.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I got first turn in like almost every turn.
Yeah. There. Which is how I ended up forgetting your turn one time you did because I was used to you going first every time. And
you thought I was out of the game.
Yeah.
You were like, you're not playing.
And like honestly, you probably should have been. I think I made some stupid moves. I mean, Jimmy made some good moves himself. I think I needed to get ready for a shift. And I have the advantage of the freezer is you should be able to prep for stuff.
I did that literally.
I should have played a burger.
I put a burger chef out 2 turns before I even need burgers. So I had burgers sitting in my freezer, and then this came up, and I was ready for it.
I think that's the advantage of a freezer is you get flexible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the other things they add, there's kimchi, and again, I'm not going to go super deep into this. There are a couple of actually really good videos out there right now.
Actually, if you read the like quick. So, like, each of them have, like, a quick sentence of what they do.
True.
Which is great.
I guess just quickly running through. There's new districts, which is new tiles. They're basically new map tiles that add some weird stuff. There are apartment buildings that can have unlimited number of goods marketed to them. And they also can, like, sell potentially for more money at times.
We don't hit the limit very often, but that's interesting.
Well, I mean, we did a couple times down here. If the game had lasted another round, it would have come up. There's lobbyists that I mentioned before, and lobbyists are an employee that lets you add roads to the board and parks. And parks are, they increase the value. They're kind of like gardens. They're similar to gardens. But they increase to adjacent properties, and so one park can hit multiple houses.
Right.
They added the milestones that we used. coffee, which we used. And then there's kimchi, sushi, and noodles, which are different modules, but they all do similar things. Kimchi is a good that someone will. It's basically a tiebreaker. I think you mentioned. Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like if let's say a house wants one pizza and one Coke, if a player if let's say two people have that set, one pizza, one Coke, but one of those players also has kimchi, the house will default to the kimchi one, regardless of distance.
Or price or anything.
Or price or anything. They say, I want kimchi with my food, and so I'm going to go get it if I can. Sushi will replace any good sold, preferentially, if the house buying it is a garden house. So again, pizza Coke, if I have a pizza and a Coke and Jimmy has two sushi, and I think you also need the pizza and Coke. I can't remember exactly how it breaks down. I have to look it up. But basically, they will buy the sushi instead of the pizza.
I think they
and
take the sushi too.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think you're right. In addition, I think it's in addition. They'll buy your stuff and the sushi. I'd have to look it up. And then noodles is basically the bottom feeders. If no one can satisfy what a house wants, but someone has enough noodles to do it, they'll buy noodles. So if none of us have a pizza and a Coke, if I have a pizza and a beer and you have two hamburgers and Mike has two noodles, they will buy the two noodles.
It's interesting if can you still do a luxury manager on that? Because then you could sell really expensive noodles even though nobody else can sell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there is ketchup, which is again the namesake. Ketchup is only a milestone. It is a milestone. You get it when someone steals your goods marketed. So if I'm marketing something, but I'm not the one that sells from that marketer, if I'm the first one to do that, I get the ketchup milestone, which decreases my distance, I think. It's actually written down right here. Yeah, it decreases distance by 1, I guess. So it makes it easier for me to sell to places in the future. There are French fry chefs, which upgrade from kitchen trainees or burger cooks, maybe. Burger cooks and pizza cooks upgrade to fry chefs. And French fry employees they're sort of like the bonuses from the base milestones that give you extra money when you market stuff first. People will buy, you get a $10 bonus on every house that you sell to. Essentially, you add French fries to the order. It's a bonus, so it does not change your distance or your calculations.
And also not per item sold.
And it's not per item, per house. So if I sold a pizza and a beer to a house and I had a French fry chef, I would also get an extra $10 for selling French fries. Night shift managers seem kind of cool. Mm-hmm. They are a black bar executive. That's it, executive. They're an executive that makes it so you can make your non-salaried employees work twice in one turn. So your errand boy would get you 2 pizzas or 2 burgers or 1 of each instead of just 1, and so on. I could see that being cool if you had an executive VP and then a night shift manager with him, and then a bunch of kitchen trainees and errand boys. You could make them all. You could get 20 of them working effectively. Or Mike, there's your waitress strategy.
Oh yeah, night shift manager.
Night shift manager. Old milestones. Right. Waitress. That means each waitress.
They actually waitresses get paid at dinner time. So I don't know if that actually would work out that way, but
no, waitress earns double income and counts as 2 waitresses when determining tasks.
Super cool. There you go.
Clarifies it right here.
There it is.
There's mass marketers, which I actually haven't read about mass marketers. I think they're similar to night shift managers. It says here that they market an additional phase. They get an extra marketing phase. Yeah, if you want to.
So we can see them.
This is also the maybe the weirdest card.
Yeah, that
if you get a look at this close up, Ben.
Yeah.
It's a man with a television for a head. Yeah, there's the sleepy night shift manager.
Like that he's not good at his job. He's just tired.
He's not good. He's just tired. Incidentally,
he's just up late.
Incidentally, he's an entry level employee. That's a 1 times and requires a salary. So
it's interesting. In
a 3-player game, 1 person will get him. You don't have to upgrade to him. You just get him right away. Rural marketers and gourmet food critics are, again, they're more marketing types. The rural marketer adds a different piece to the game. It's like an off-board location that you can market to and sell to. It's kind of weird. Gourmet Food Critic markets to all houses that have a garden on the map. You don't have to measure anything. It's just every gardened house gets marketing from the Gourmet Critic. There are movie stars that waitresses upgrade to that the movie stars don't make money anymore, which is interesting. They don't get you $5 a turn or $3 a turn. They instead let you win all ties, and there's several levels. There's B, C, and D movie stars. I came across all of these clip arts when looking for clip art for our little
That's very
This
good.
one I saw. This is the one that tipped me off. I saw this guy and I'm like, I've seen this dude recently.
How do I know this guy?
And then the last two, we mentioned hard choices already, which are the different like limited time milestones. And then there are the reserve cards. There are new reserve cards that I think I mentioned maybe at the top two. But basically, instead of reserve cards that you set into the game that change how much money goes in the bank and how many slots a CEO has, they instead change the base price of goods, and whichever one you put in adds 200 to the bank. So they could change the base price to 5 or 20 or keep it at 10. And then there's a 6-player component. Ooh, my mouth is dry.
Six player. To be fair, I will never.
Yeah, that sounds.
I barely want to play 5-player.
Right. Yeah, we've played 5 players and it's taken like 4.5 hours.
It takes a long
which
time.
Is just way too long considering how tight this game can be.
Yeah, and it often turns into like too much like going on. You can't see it all.
Right.
If us three are doing something and there are 2 more players, I'm worried about outcompeting you and not worrying about Mike. And but you mean there's someone over here doing something that's
It adds a chaos element though.
Yeah, I think it also can be the sort of thing where like one person can't sell anything and then they're having straight up a bad time for many hours.
And it's something I think that ends up being almost inherent to 5 and 6 player, probably 6 players, almost certainly 5 player. All right, well, I got my butt kicked.
Somehow I won. Just got lucky in there.
You sent an airplane to sell things to gardens.
Did not
you made $1 billion doing it.
You were doing poorly, and that made me kind of lose sight of what you were doing a little bit.
Yeah,
but that happens. That happens.
That was the plan.
So I would certainly want to get together and do more of the modules. Try them all out. Now that we've sort of
I would play
brushing some of the dust off of our food chain.
Yeah, I'm very curious about the new tiles, about the
kimchi.
Parks.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, kimchi. We were talking about doing kimchi before, but
I think of all of them, kimchi would have been a good one to add. But yes, we'll do it next time.
Well, anyway, that's going to be the stream. Again, everyone that's watching, thank you for tuning in. If you're watching after the fact, thank you for watching. And we will be back. I think right now
you don't
the plan
have a
is
hat.
I'm not wearing a hat right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, where's the hat?
The sock monkey at the.
No.
No.
But yeah, thank you very much. We'll probably be back in a couple of weeks. We were talking, I know, about doing Westphalia. I don't actually know how to say it.
I'm sure we'll get some insight.
Hopefully we'll get some insight when we're playing that. But it's gonna be a 6-player game. Speaking of 6-player stuff, we'll have to get 6 people around this table, the whole cast.
That's gonna be fun technically.
Yeah, it's gonna be a technical challenge.
That's gonna be a technical challenge.
We'll figure it out. So that's we're looking like 2 weeks from today is going to be Westphalia, the hot new title from Hollenspiel, designed by Tom Russell. We're looking forward to it. So anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in and watching after. If I had a hat, I'd throw it right now, but I don't. So Ben, I'm just going to let you fade it out.